Excellent, and thank you very much, and welcome everybody to rounds 3, 4, and 5 of the Welsh Esports League Chess Season 11. We've got 3 rounds tonight, which is a long time. This is probably the longest stream that we're going to do. I'm FIDE Master Jonathan Blackburn. Massive welcome to everybody. We had our first Armageddon last week. Hopefully we get some more action like that tonight. But as you can see, I'm not here by myself tonight, which is fantastic. So I'm going to be able to save my voice a little bit. Welcome to Floshy. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. And well, most importantly for me, I'm new to chess, so this is a really big learning experience for me. You're going to be able to give me the advice as we're going along. And I just want to shout out the GOATs because that's my team at the end of the day. I'm the director of players over there, and I'm looking forward to getting into it.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually going to ask you, we are, I think, technically a player down at the moment. Why aren't you playing? Why do you not put yourself forward to play? But I'm assuming you didn't want to play against the GOATs in any case, right?
Yeah, I don't think they'd be very happy with me if I was to do that.
and just a bit about your background. Obviously, you say that you're new to chess as well. We can dive into that in a little bit more. But how have you come involved in Welsh esports and just esports in general?
So, it was for a good friend of mine who's actually playing tonight, all the GOATs, funny enough, Lightbringer. I've always been into gaming. I actually was in the Swansea esports team at university back in 2020. But I just sort of took a break and I've come back to it now and enjoying it.
Good. And what were your games? Obviously not chess then, because you're so new to it.
No, I'm more of a first-person shooter type of person, so this is really not like my sort of avenue. But yeah. I'm quite like the strategics of it all. So. Oh,
I see. Right, and like map placement and stuff like that. I mean, God, we're talking like 25 years since I was playing Call of Duty. When I was like 15, 16 years old, maybe even younger than that, in fact. And I don't even know if it wasn't Call of Duty, it was Counter-Strike, actually, that I was playing.
I'm still playing Counter-Strike now. I'm playing Counter-Strike for the GOATs at the moment. So, it's amazing how far games have come, really.
Yeah. I remember there was the famous map, Dust. Do you still play Dust or not? Is that just...
Yeah, Dust is still there. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Right, okay.
Even after all these years, it's still there.
Is it still the same map, or has it changed over time? It must have been updated in some way, or people messed with it or something.
Yeah, it has been updated through the years. It's changed a fair bit. Now it's called Dust 2.
Okay,
so
right, okay.
They've actually changed a couple of things, and it's a fan favorite map, and I think it will stay as a classic within the game.
Good. Obviously, we're here to talk about chess, though, so I won't grill you anymore about your other esports qualifications. We'll obviously get into your history about how you got into chess and what your story's been so far. But I think it's probably good that we start to have a look at the group stages, where they're at the moment, if we can transition to that, because we've got games going on as we speak. Round 3 has just started literally 10 minutes ago. We are on a little bit of a delay coming out to the players, so they will notice if they're following the stream and the game's live, then we're going to be a little bit later from where their game is currently at for now. But it's really good to have a look at the groups here because, the groups, I don't know if they're as interesting this season. I think Group A is pretty much going to finish where it is at the moment. I can't see much changes there. We have the artists who have got a super strong lineup. Did you see who they brought in as a substitute last week, Floshy?
No, I haven't actually. So enlighten me.
So they've got Ethan RJ, who won the Welsh Esports League season 10 on retainer. He came in last season as a debutant, and they just kind of looked out that he went and won it. Even though he lost one of his group stage matches to Bulanov, he still came back and he beat Quadrada in the final. So fantastic. But he was stuck on a plane, couldn't make last week. So they got and brought in Costa Royce, who was 2100 in Blitz on chess.com. What a substitute to bring in. I mean, who does that? We've got the champion, but we've got a 2100 backup. Just
to flex on you guys. Yeah, we've got a 2100.
I mean, that is a lineup that's absolutely devastating. So I've tipped them to go through. I think Ethan RJ will do the business today and get enough to go through in the top 2. And the Sea Dragons, of course, they lost Bulanov, they lost Quadrada because they're currently. Well, I know that Bulanov's in Andorra at the moment playing in an over-the-board tournament. I think Quadrada's travelling as well. at some point soon too. So they've actually brought in the Welsh Tiger, another FIDE master, and I think those two title players are probably going to finish top two, a very high likelihood. The Pit Pony's got Welsh Wayne, who's a debutant, but he's only 1500. He lost to the Sea Dragons Welsh Tiger last week. It was a good match, actually. He played some decent chess. The Wolfhounds have got Fard 4-2. He only played 2 games last week and then called it quits. And I've just got notice from looking at my chat, actually, that I don't think he's actually turned up for the match tonight, which is a bit of bad form. And it really kind of just messes with Group A a bit, because also Tribal Esports, I messaged their player who didn't turn up last week, and again, he's not going to turn up this week, which is really annoying for our games. So we might be...
Yeah. It's sort of it makes it annoying for the people who do show up and they want to play, they want to show off, don't they, as well? I mean, I would. That's what I like doing. Yeah,
no, definitely. I mean, obviously, if we... Fad's actually turned up, so he's actually shown up now, so we might be able to get some games going for him. So I'll see what happens there. So if you see me looking away, Floshy, you might have to do some filler talking for me as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we also do have the Group B as well, which is also looking pretty good. And that long-term Welsh Esports player Decode is playing for the Wizards. He's won 2 matches out of 2, and actually potentially, I think that Group B is probably the most interesting group because you've got there right at the bottom, you've got Singapore Sing 42 playing for the Puffins. He's actually a really good player. He's lost 2 games probably because he's just new to it. He actually had some real good chances. He took half a point off Decode, the Wizards. He played against Devanch Gala, who's also a new player for Dragons RFC, and actually had chances to win games. I think that's. I think that this group is really good, and I think your fellow goat. I think he's going to be in for a bit of a. I think
he's going to be in for a shocker. I think.
Yeah, he could be. He could be. I hope it doesn't happen, but he could be. Have you told him about this? Have you discussed it with him?
Yes. Yeah. No, I've discussed. No, I've already told him that I will be talking about him, and I will be following his game the closest.
Let me just start because Fard's just turned up, and I want to say, and I just want to get their game started. Actually, is it Fard versus Welsh Wayne that we need to start off? Because I'm also starting the games. I think it is, and I can actually start them. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So let's just go. Live starting now, and so let me just get this started. It's the thing when you're the commentator and you're also starting games as well. It's quite nice, actually. I feel like I've got complete control over everything.
A bit like a president commanding a country at the moment. That's how it feels.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of similarities, actually. A lot of similarities. Same color hair and size as well. Okay, then, right. Well, let's transfer over. Let's have a look at some chess. I think I've just started that game. We're going to find out anytime soon anyway. And see if I've actually set all of this up properly as well, which is quite nice. And here we go. Games round 2. We don't want round 2. We want why is round 1, 2, and 3 not pulling through there? That's quite annoying from that point. So we can look through. So I reckon I've probably done something wrong here in setting this up. Let's take the evaluation off. We don't want that. We don't want feedback. Let's click here again and just refresh my screen. Okay, so results are there. Games. So this is the last week's games at the moment. So actually at the moment what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check on Fard 4-1-2. I don't know why they're not pulling through. I think I've probably set something wrong up on the events page. But we can watch this game between Fard and Welsh Wayne. So Welsh Wayne's got a 1-0 head start already at the moment. Fard just didn't have some signal, which is okay. Sometimes these things happen, don't they? So Welsh Wayne's got 1 point head start. What do you make of this position and these moves then, Floshy?
Well, looking at it, the first thing I'm noticing is the rating difference to begin with. These lower ratings, sometimes I myself are around this rating. So, you're playing quite very heavy, but also people at this sort of rating where they're 1300 going against the 700 rating, you sort of pull moves that are not really good moves or theoretical.
Yeah.
And that does throw people off. It is quite a big change of pace for some people.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. He moved his knight to b4 and then brought his knight back to a6 after he got attacked by a pawn. These are two moves that weren't necessarily necessary
No.
as well. And also, he's struggling to castle because he's moved his f pawn. So the bishop is covering the g8 square at the moment. So this king can't actually get itself safe. Well, we see Welsh Wayne diving in with his queen, causing him even more problems, and he's retreating. He's definitely on the back foot. But this is what happens, this rating in chess. And sometimes the ratings actually, I find, can also be a bit misleading. I think there's actually some really good players around sometimes, and it's just one of those that you have to still be on your guard when people can actually just pull off something, and next thing you know, you're behind. And you have to be very, very careful. But oh no, rook g8. Why is that a bad move, Floshy?
Because he's just eating it, free piece.
Eating a free piece. I don't know. Do we use the word eating? Should we use the word eating tonight, or?
I don't know. I quite like that word.
Yeah,
that's a fun word.
Eating pieces. And yeah, okay. Welsh Wayne looks like he's even. He's got some checkmate possibilities here, but he looks like he's just eating 4-1-2 pieces all over the place. Let's check in on Decode and go to stick with these players. Oh, Decode looks like he's finished against Marine. Did he not show up? Is Decode not there? Because that would be a shame. I mean, Decode's played pretty much every single round in the Welsh Esports League since we started, so I don't know. He knows it's definitely on. So I guess we'll switch over to your fellow goat then. Where is he at the moment?
I don't know. I've told it he's at an event and he's having to play this on the phone in the taxi on the way back.
I'm not being funny, but does that sound like he's committed to the Welsh Esports League to you?
No, absolutely not. And I think it's an excuse for if he loses as well.
Oh, I see.
That's what it is. He's gonna use that.
He's building up his excuses, right? I get you. I understand. So he's trying to take the pressure off himself, isn't he? That's what he's trying to do. Go, I was playing in the taxi on my phone. I couldn't really concentrate, and all this nonsense. Yeah, well, if you do that to yourself on purpose, of course it's going to happen. But okay, I mean, it doesn't look like he's doing that badly here, actually, though, does he?
No,
he's 1-0 down.
Actually.
He lost the first game.
But he is up. He's currently up a piece, which is nice. Oh well, saying that.
Yeah, no. Well, he's got 2 bishops against the rook. I think we count them all up there. And I don't know what the pawn situation is. Okay, level pawns at the moment. And this pawn is looking really dangerous on e6, actually, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. I mean, ideally you want to be pushing it, don't you, for promotion if you can. But...
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, though, he'll be nervous right now, won't he? Because I think he might know that he's winning.
He gets in his head about it for sure.
Have you actually spoken to him about this?
Yeah, so we were chatting for an hour before we were starting, and I said to him, "Oh, have you done any prep?" And he's like, "No, I'm at an event right now." That's the terms I got, and I said, "Well, good luck."
Well, I'm not being funny, Floshy, but I mean, are you going to report this back to Goats HQ and actually kind of knuckle down and expect more from the players? I mean.
Well, technically, it's me who should be knuckling down. So actually, I don't know if I can say anything there, really.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how it goes. Okay, so, I mean, it's looking a little complicated. There's obviously quite a dangerous... Oh, hang on, that was a free queen. How did that happen? We just missed this. What?
Yeah, that went too quickly there. I missed that entirely.
Yeah, I mean, what? I mean, we were talking and I was just trying to needle you a little bit. And there's a queen just got attacked and it just got taken and that was it. And I tell you what... I mean, your Lightbringer's great rating is 800, and he's playing against Singapore Sling 42, who won the first game, 400-point rating gap. But here he's just completely blundered his queen, and this was the key moment. Knight takes d5. I was talking about this pawn on e6. I guess I was assuming that the queen was going to get moved. He's resigned.
Oh,
that's it. He's leveled up the match. What a fantastic result for the Goats and Lightbringer, and you must be. This preparation that he did, Floshy, you must be really happy about it.
Yes, I'm really happy. I've got to say that's all me. It was me dedicating him towards that practice.
Okay, and round 3 is just about getting started now between these two players. So I tell you what, we're probably best going to have a quick look back actually at the first game that they actually played. because we didn't see any of that whatsoever as they get their third game underway. So that'll be this one here. Okay, let's just go back to the start so we can see what's happening here. So your goat friend was black in this game, and we have the... Well, do you know what this opening is called when they move the pawn to f4 and move on?
Oh, I don't actually.
Okay, so
that's a good question.
It's called the Birds opening, and it's actually quite relatively popular, even though it's a bit unusual. Normally, you move a central pawn forward 2 squares, one of these two at the start of the game. But moving your bishop's pawn is obviously a bit unusual, but it's still perfectly fine. And he's trying to control just the dart squares in the center. You see how the knight also helps controlling these squares, and that's kind of what they do. Sometimes they play it with b3 and bishop b2 as well, because the bishop would be on that same diagonal. But you can just play sensible stuff against it. And okay, we do get the fianchetto on the queen side by white. And you see, this is the difference, by the way. So what do you make about Lightbringer's setup as black here against it?
There's not a lot out at the moment, and his bishop is blocked by the knight currently, which is I don't really like particularly. I want to be developing pieces. Yeah, I want to develop pieces. I know it's protecting, but I would want to develop.
So where would you want to put what, though, for example?
That is the question.
That is the question. You see, I don't mind this. I think that's fine. I don't even necessarily mind too much that the bishop's on c8. But what I would have done, because my opponent has played almost like the bishop's pawn, they've not actually put a pawn in the center of the board. So even though we have, which is good, I would have liked to have seen this c pawn move up to c5 before bringing that knight out. Just to give us more central control and more space. If our opponent doesn't take the center, go in and take the center yourself. So, for example, like back here, I mean, I don't know, you moved the knight out actually on move 2, and I think this is a mistake. I think, you can just do knight f6 first of all if you want to. Maybe even bring the bishop out to g4 before playing this pawn to e6 so it's not blocked is maybe ideal. But move 2, you've pretty much got to go for some of these sacrifice lines, which is a little crazy, shall we say. Because there's even some really fun lines actually. If you go e5 on move 1, you can cause your opponent a lot of problems there. So maybe people that are preparing for this in future rounds might want to have a look at that. But okay, he's not lost, and knight b4 actually is quite a useful move.
There we go.
Nicely done. It's taken him some extra time. He's had to move his knight there, and he's going to have to move it back again. But which does happen. But so actually, okay, maybe he's listening. Maybe he went forward in time and listened to this stream. And actually, this is a good opening now. But the reason why people play the Birds opening is that it just gives them a nice, easy plan of attacking down at the king, and it can be very scary if you face this. And okay, the bishops are all coming out now. Do you know what? He's playing a good game.
This is a really good,
very good game. Really good kind of thing. But why didn't he take? Why did he not take? He's got a knight and a queen on it, and there's only a pawn defending it. So he could have. It wouldn't have won the pawn because at the end, White's able to take the pawn back on b5. But that's still getting rid of a key, like really controlling the center. Your queen will end up there. And actually, then you can put the bishop here to actually attack the rook at the end because it's completely open up. So therefore, he just does this a little bit too soon. And here, you see, look, he's defending this pawn. Go and take and win this one. And he misses the opportunity, you see. And now this just looks very dangerous, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's looking pretty deadly. I mean, as soon as you move the knight out of the way, you're barreling down, straight down, aren't you?
Yeah, and the two bishops are looking down as well. This is how Singapore Sling likes to play his online chess. He's super aggressive, maybe not accurate, but now we get this discovered check coming. A check coming in with the pin. The pawn can't take it because the rook would be on it. And there it is. Check. Knight gone. And if he wants to take this knight here, the king just looks so exposed, doesn't it? So this is how this went. And maybe not accurate play, but still very interesting. And I guess White's just a piece up here, and therefore was happy to swap off pieces and win the endgame. And here he just made a fatal blunder by playing e2, losing a whole rook, and that was probably game. Interesting kind of matchup. So let me just double check on Marine and Deco just in case anything's happening there. I don't think that they're playing. I think Marine's going to have a default win there, which is a real shame because I know that Marine against Decode would be a fantastic match. That's a real disappointment for me because they're two really strong players. I mean, look at the ratings. Decode's 22-20.
I was about to say, the ratings. This is the type of game that I would like to learn from, really.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you just can't have it all, though, can you? That's the problem.
That's it.
You can't have it all. And okay, let's go back to Welsh Wayne and Fard before we rejoin the goats. So, is this the okay? So Welsh Wayne did win that game, that game that we were watching earlier. He's 2-0 up here against Fard, and they've got 2 more games to play. Obviously, this is one of those games. And what's actually the material here? Am I miscounting correctly? Is this pretty level?
It's level. Well, yeah, it is level. Points wise, it's level, but
yeah. So he's got 1, 2, 3 minor pieces against Black's 2 minor pieces.
Yeah.
So they're all worth roughly about 3 pawns, but Black's got an extra 3 pawns to compensate for not having the thing. So this Black King as well is in a lot of danger. Look at these dark squares around it. So if you can somehow get a knight into here, it'll be absolutely beautiful with the queen maybe jumping in too, which is why I think this queen was actually coming back onto H8 a few moments ago. This is super aggressive though. F5, that is really rolling the dice. Fard's actually going for it, and fair play, because I think he might sack a knight here. So he could have actually sacked a knight there straight away. He could have done maybe a knight takes e6 check, because here you see this discovery, this bishop here is actually looking at this bishop, so he could have maybe gone knight takes e6. If queen takes, we can swap queens, but the idea is that if the pawn takes, we just take here. It might have only won 1 pawn, but that could make the difference in this game because it is that close. So he goes f5, and we get queen h4. Checkmate threatened on the board. He missed it. Fard gets his first point on the board.
Hey,
well done, Fard.
That's a good
4-1-2. Hang on a minute. Let me just double check the team that he's playing for as well. He's playing for the Wolfhounds, isn't he? So that's his first point.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Well done. I mean, obviously, I'm not on either people's side. I'd like to see everybody get at least 1 win. And he's got one. Really happy for him because I know that I think last week he was feeling maybe a little bit down. He played 2 games, lost them, and then didn't want to continue. Okay. I mean, Welsh Wayne, not this again. Fad likes doing this. This is the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the same thing again. It's super aggressive, but you have to know that you can't castle kingside.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that I'm aware here that the knight has to come. Okay, they're playing so quickly. The knight
you can't even talk at the moment.
I can't. I'm just watching this as it blitzed out. The knight has to come out here because the bishop hasn't got a retreat square on this diagonal to try and reclaim it. But that's in some of the main lines. I've got no idea. Absolutely no idea what is going on right now. I think it's almost like when they're playing this blitz game, both players are trying to move as fast as they can, and whoever actually has to start thinking first is technically the loser. Is that the way it goes?
Yeah, I feel like that, to be fair, because with blitz, I feel like it is you just want to get your pieces out as quick as you can, not waste time, because all that time is going to be crucial for when you get to an endgame.
Yeah, and this was a really nice tactic, though. Just have a look at this from Welsh Wayne. He spotted an option here. So this idea of pawn takes pawn literally did it inside a few seconds, just took it instantly, even though his knight's under threat. Didn't calculate properly because after both knights go, now after queen takes pawn, this is the beauty. The queen threatens checkmate on f7, the 4-move checkmate. You know about this one, Floshy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know about it.
I've had it used against me, so I've definitely learned.
Has it worked against you though?
It has once, but that was when I was very, very at the start of first.
Good.
Playing.
It works against everybody. So he threatens checkmate, but he also threatens to take this pawn on b7, forking the bishop and rook with the queen also defending it on the diagonal. So he stops checkmate, and unfortunately here, Fard 4-1-2, barely any time used, and he's already a piece down. We can. Oh, what on earth happened here? What? So he played d5, he gave a check, moved the king, bishop back, and then Fard was just like, I am going down swinging. I mean, look at this. He's like, bang, have another piece. What this guy, he's unreal. He's just so hyper aggressive. He just does not care. He's just like check. Let's have you. He's 2 pieces down. I mean,
I like
good luck
that,
to
though.
him. I like it. Yeah, I like it.
He's having fun.
He's definitely having fun with this game. Maybe because he won the last game, he's just let loose now and he can just do what he wants. But this is, yeah, I mean, he kind of castles by hand with his king, and his rook's obviously got a nice open line up the F file, but he can't do anything at the moment. But this is definitely a lot of fun right now. And if I was Welsh Wayne, technically he might be 2 pieces up, but his rook is stuck in by his king. He can't get his rook out. So therefore, he swapped knights, okay. So I guess he's going to try and play Queen H4 or something like that and threaten checkmate here. He really wants to get a check on this diagonal. If he can get a check on that diagonal, then that king is in a lot of danger. It shouldn't happen, by the way. This should never ever happen. But I've seen worse things. Okay. All right. Decode's just showed up.
Oh.
Which is far too late. So hang on. 2 10-minute games would be 20 minutes or so. I don't know.
It's going to be cutting it close, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, we probably defaulted for 2 games, so we can't really start it from afresh. Let me just ask Slayer John, Mike. Shall we start? I mean, I'm just wondering what, because 35 minutes is quite a long time, you see.
I mean, that's over half the round length to me.
It is. I mean, it's probably the last game that we can start, but I mean, the match is already kind of over.
Yeah, I mean, you've already lost the main points for the group, really, at that point, because you'd only have 1 game left to play.
Yeah, I guess we can play 1 game. But I mean, it feels...
Mind, still, 1 game. It's still a bit of a warm-up for him, if he's late.
Yeah, maybe.
I suppose that's the main thing. Plus, I get to see him play as well.
Yeah, no, well, this is the match that we really wanted.
Yeah. Depends what both parties say, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they might just want to rest and they might just want to focus on the start of the next round. Although I think round 4, are they both playing? No, hang on. Marine against Decodes. No, hang on. I've got Marine against Decode twice. Why have I got that? Maybe it's me. Have I done something wrong? I think I've done something wrong. Oh no. Have I messed up?
Technical difficulties.
What have you done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done?
That's not concerning at all.
No, it's not concerning. Hang on. So this was... so we've got Wolfhounds against Ponies, which is Welsh Wayne against Fard. We've got Puffins and Goats, that's Lightbringer and Singapore Sling. We've got Pirates against the Wizards, which is Marine against Decode, yes. Okay. And then it's Pirates against Puffins in the other match, and I just need to update that. There we go, that's better. Whew.
Now, I would like to say the clock's running down for Wayne here.
So
I've been watching. He's really taken his time to think about where he's going next. And
has he lost a piece here?
I think he has.
I thought he was 2 pieces up, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on +5, so he's on +3 now.
Hang on a minute. This is it. Look at this. He's played Bishop C4, trying to be clever. Because if he takes, then white will win the queen. Bard 4-1-2, to his credit, went rook f8, and then after queen takes pawn, he then takes the bishop. And Welsh Wayne has realised that's why he's thinking if he takes the queen, he's going to get checkmated. He's going to get checkmated on f1 with these 2 rooks doubled up. So he's realised he's just lost a piece. That's why he's down to a minute. We'll stick with this game, Floshy, because this is good.
Yeah, this is getting tense now.
Yeah, this is tense. Let's start with this. We're going to get a ruling from Slayer John, I think, on whether it's 2-0 or 3-0 to Marine in the Marine decode match.
I think what Wayne's next move is going to be now from here.
Well, he's threatened with checkmate. Rook F1 here is checkmate, so maybe something like H3, maybe.
Just to give himself an escape more than anything, isn't it, to stay in the game?
Yeah, because I mean the bishop is under threat, so Father's really put the pressure on here. And actually, Welsh Wayne's 2-1 up. If Father gets back in this game, then this is actually going to be go to Armageddon. So I'm also to do that. I'm just clarifying as well with Marine and Decode just to start game 4. I wasn't too clear on that one. Let me just do that. Black 1, okay, right. Welsh Wayne and Fad go to Armageddon. I'm just going to have to sort that out as well. Let me.
So just to explain for myself, Armageddon is just another game, is it, or is there different rulings?
So there is different rulings, and I'm gonna. There is different rulings, but let me start Marine versus Decode first, because I want to get them going. Let me just, because it's round 4.
So are they starting round 4 early, is it, for them, or are they playing?
No, they've... so Marine and Decode are starting... Sorry, I copied the wrong one. I can't talk and do this at the same time.
The multitasking can't work.
The multitasking just does not work for me whatsoever. Hang on, where are they? They're round 3, and it's...
That's why you play chess and not Counter-Strike anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk to anyone else across the board.
No, I don't have to talk to anybody else across the board. No, that's the point. Hang on, 3.4, right? Right, Marine and Decode should be started. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now we have Welsh Wayne and Fard, who are going to be going to Armageddon, which is wonderful. So let me just make sure I message them. Let me start Welsh Wayne as well and Fart. Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm going to look at how my goat is doing.
Okay, Fard and Welsh Wayne are starting their Armageddon match. So to explain the Armageddon match, their time control has changed. So it's not 5+3. It's going to be 3+0. So they don't get any extra time. They've got 3 minutes flat each. And if you run out of time, that's it. You've lost. As long as they've got checkmating material on the board. But because it's an Armageddon match, we have to have a result, which means that if white wins, white wins. If black wins, black wins. But if it's a draw, we're going to have it as black wins.
Okay.
We see Welsh Wayne pull off a really nice tactic here. This is called the rubber band tactic. Gotta just show this. This is beautiful for those.
I was about to say that was lovely.
Absolutely beautiful. Bishop b5 here looks like a very natural developing move, but look at this. The knight takes the pawn, and the bishop has then got a discovered attack on the bishop. But if they if they take the knight, we're going to take the bishop. And if they take the bishop first, though, the knight will snap back like a rubber band. And actually, black's now a pawn up, and he's technically cruising. So we'll stick with this because it's Armageddon. But we'll see. So I'm just going to wait as well, because I'm just checking the Marine Decode match as well, just to see. Can't be just 1-0 after 35 minutes. We won't have time to play 3 games, surely. But we'll see. And okay, the extra pawn for Welsh Wayne here, probably not playing just yet. He's going to have to wait a bit of time. Did he really play just Queen D2 here?
Yeah,
what do you think about that, Floshy?
Questioning that seemed a bit of a wasted move to me.
Yeah,
really, because it's not going anywhere. And now, now he's just had to move it straight back because the knight's attacked it. So
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the knight actually wanted to go to d2, which is finally gone
Yeah.
there. So the point of putting the queen there and then just letting it be attacked, maybe it was a mouse slip, perhaps. Maybe he meant to move the knight there, but picked up the queen instead.
Yeah, it happens. I've done it, especially on the phone, if you're playing on the phone. Good God.
Yeah. He's actually not done too bad here. He's a pawn down, Fard is, but do you know what? Welsh Wayne's time's creeping down. Can he actually finish with a minute left? Even if he was a queen up, would he be able to checkmate? Like, if there's the time ticks down, you can just blitz somebody on time. This is why it's so important to move quickly here. We're seeing a great finish to this matchup. Fad went 2-0 down, and he's brought it back to 2-2. He must be really happy with himself.
Yeah, even if he doesn't win this game, he should be very happy with his performance, to be completely honest. Absolutely.
Okay, so I've got a ruling from Slayer John. Okay.
There you go, nice little trade.
Right, I'm just so we've got a ruling on Marine versus Decode. So we're going to have it as 2-0 to Marine. So with 2 games still to play, so it gives Decode a chance, I guess, if he wins 2-0 to bring it back to 2-2. Then
yeah, I think that's
still
fair,
technically
actually.
win it.
That's very fair.
Oh well, it's. I thought 35 minutes was maybe a little too long, but it was kind of right on the line, really. But I guess we'd prefer to play than not play at all.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm just having. And I guess Marine will probably be happy with a 2-0 lead. So hang on a minute, 37 seconds left for Welsh Wayne. Even if he was winning, is he going to be able to win it? And I don't even know if he's winning anymore. He could have taken the bishop there. He's not done it. Fard's aggression and speed is really helping him in Armageddon here. Welsh Wayne hanging on by the skin of his teeth. And, Fard's giving up 400 rating points here as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
wow.
I think he's trying to play the moves where he can run the clock down. I don't think he's playing to take to look or anything, really.
He's threatening checkmates and stuff. Obviously, this queen was stopping it when the pawn moved forward. The queen became the defender of the G7. Oh, and he's trying to distract the queen. Oh no, it's going to be checkmate on the board. That's it.
That's it.
Father's done it. He's done it. Wow, what an absolute amazing match. Just what a finish as well. And I think it's the combination of time pressure. I think Welsh would see this if he was given more time. Rook C8 check by Fard. Just trying to distract the queen away from its defensive G7. Welsh Wayne, with little time left, just thinks, right, quick take stuff. And then here, checkmate. Amazing from Fard of the Wolfhounds, taking down Welsh Wayne of the Pit Ponies 3-2. Amazing. Amazing matchup. I'm going to put something in the chat to both of them. Really impressed. That was some really good chess. That is what the Welsh Esports League is about, right?
Yeah, that's it. Showing the talent off. That's the main thing. But he knew what he was playing at. He knew exactly where he was going with that, because that move is instant, straight as soon as he did that.
And okay, Welsh Wayne was down on time, but I tell you what, Fard, for last week to be been so down, he's got 3 matches tonight. Just put himself right in there for the matchup.
Could this be the underdog?
Could be. I mean, is he better? I think because he's lower rated, but the speed of play seems to be pretty good. So that's quite happy. Let's just have a look what's going on here. So your man, he's 2-1 down, I think we saw that last time, didn't we? I think we saw he was 2-1 down.
At clock time, he's got to make his moves quickly.
Oh, and that's going to cost him, isn't it? This pawn on E2 is dangerous. Could your boy be going down here? Lightbringer. Got to defend that rook. He's got no choice. But Black's just going to use... All he's going to do is just use these pawns, hit these squares for his rook and queen. Maybe just rook d8 and then queen here. He's gone for f1, which doesn't actually threaten. It doesn't threaten to come down because you can just take it off. But finding moves for white here is so difficult. And your boy...
he loses on time.
Time's out. So that's a 3-1 win to the Puffins. Singapore Sling 42 gets his first points off that on the first match points anyway. And Lightbringer of the Goats manages to get a win though against somebody that's rated 400 points higher rated than them. It's something that I guess should be relatively happy with, at least getting a point on the board.
Absolutely. And like the thing I've come to learn with from chess is it doesn't matter if you lose. It is such a good learning experience. That's the only way you get better at anything at the end of the day.
Well, it's true, and we're joining game 4 of Marine versus Decode, but the funny thing is that, what a surprise, Decode's got more time than his opponent. Well known for playing super quick. But I think Marine's winning this one. Is that right?
Yeah, it looks to be.
He's got to be a little careful, of course. The double rooks are. But no, this is checkmate soon. This is game over. Knight takes c6, and he sets up the Arabian mate with rook a7. Rook a7, knight takes, and then the other rook takes, and it's checkmate. Game over. I don't think. Oh, rook takes a2 just puts the span in the works. So rook b7, rook b8. No, wrong way. If he goes to b7, I don't think rook b8 could have been stopped. Now if the knight moves though, I think this is it. I think if the knight moves, then you've got rook a7 checkmate because you can swap rooks. It's going to be the Arabian mate with the knights. I think this is game over. I think Marine's got him.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see, though. This is the thing, isn't it? Anything can happen in these games.
Well, I think that is it. I don't think Decode's got anything else he can do.
Oh, is it just automatically?
Yeah, I mean, he can sack both rooks here, for example, but I think that's it. Okay, he's done that, but I mean, he's a whole rook down against Marine, who's an established player. That takes him to 3-0, so the match is definitely done. Okay, they've rematched for the last one, so this is all right. So Marine's got the points in the book on the board for the Pirates, who he just moved to. He wanted his own team, which is good because he was sharing the pit ponies with Tutankhamun, wasn't he? Last time out.
Sorry, I have my little sheet that I've made notes on here of all the teams and stuff with all the points and things. So that's why I was having a quick look then, because I know it's all on the Welsh website and things, but I'm not very good at flipping tabs quickly. So,
what you mean? You're talking about the groups here, perhaps?
Yes, I was looking at the points just now. So obviously, part of Pirates, who's now up to 6 points going forward. So obviously, I know Wizards have played 2 from last week and whatnot, but I think it's going to be a very close group stage near that top end.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, the big surprise for me was Devansh Gala of the Dragons RFC. I think he's a fantastic addition to Welsh Esports. I mean, I know that I told him and Singapore Sling off last week, shall we say, for rushing their moves. It's only because I want the best for them, though, right? And I want them to play the best chess they can. And if they just took a little bit more time instead of just blitzing out moves left, right, and centre, then they'd be so much better. Same with Decode. He's so infuriating because he can be such a good player. Because he puts so much time pressure on his opponents, but if he's got that. It's a balancing act, though. If he can just take a bit more time at the right moment. But I tell you what, is this maybe a bit of preparation from Marine? Do you think? Because he's got a really good opening here. Yeah,
I think so.
I reckon, yeah. I would not put it past Marine. I know him, and do you know what? He's a good competitor. I think he actually beat Bulanov in an over-the-board game a couple of weeks back in the South Wales International. So he's really capable. Now, I want to say I've been lucky against him. I think I've just played well against him when we played, and I think I'm 2-0 up, I think, against him, and the games have been quite one-sided. But I tell you, if he gets the right position against me over the board, he could actually. I'm not scared. I think that's the wrong word. I want to say give respect to. Is that a better way?
That's a nice term. That's a nice
give
term
respect to. Like I can't mess up against this guy because if I don't play at my full, then he's gonna find a way.
He's gonna capitalize.
He's gonna put me under pressure, and there's some players I know, for example, that I sit down opposite that even if I go behind, I'm going to be able to pressure them into taking the draw or something like that. I've got a backup plan. Against Marine, I don't feel that way. I feel like he would try and turn me over, but maybe he'll tell me opposite. But this opening was really good because we've seen Decode use his orangutan at the B4 opening to devastating effects, haven't we? Because people don't face it very often. And The problem is he's facing somebody here. I'm pretty sure Bulanov would have prepared for it when he played against him. Pedrada might have done as well. I know that I've got lines against it as well, but this is the main line, I believe. C3 is a bit... I didn't think C3 was the move, but maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. And here what happens is he's using the fact that the pawn can't take the bishop because you lose the rook in the corner. But it feels a little bit, I don't know, dicey, actually, if you ask me. And this exchange here, and yeah, he gets a good opening. Okay, we're live in this position at the moment. So hang on, just recapping, we got the new match is starting in 5 minutes time, by the way. So this match is, I'm glad we've not played any more games for this one, because it would probably overrun as well. Who have we had so far? So we've had the Wolfhounds. Well, okay, so we've had the Puffins beating the Goats 3-1.
Yeah.
We've had the Wolfhounds beating the Pit Ponies 3-2 so far. And this is Marine of the Pirates, who's already won against Decode of the Wizards. He's 3-0 up. Decode just forgot about it and lost the first 2 games, but okay.
They're just playing for the fun of it now.
They are. And what is going on here? Hang on, is that a free piece? It looks a little crazy, though.
No, it's not a free piece. I don't think, is it?
Well,
looking at it, it doesn't look free to me.
You can't take it.
You can't take it with the pawn because the queen.
So hang on. So no, I mean, like, knight takes pawn, rook takes knight. That was a free piece.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. I mean, it's a little crazy because, like, the bishop's hanging onto the knight. The queen is stopping this queen coming in to e8, which, if the queen and rook weren't there, would be actually checkmate. The rook is loose here, so like there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of pawns that White has for this. It's not checkmate, but Deco's thinking. And I'm just gonna have a look at my spreadsheet actually for the round 4 games, just to make sure I've got the right teams in, because we don't want that, do we? No, we don't. No. So we've got big matchup actually in round 4. Looking forward to this one. We've got the Artists against the Sea Dragons. So we've got Ethan RJ against the Welsh Tiger. Last season's winner, Ethan RJ, candidate master. I don't know if he's claimed the title though, but he's looking towards getting the FIDE master title. And the Welsh Tiger is a FIDE master. And then we've also got so Fad will be back, I believe. Will Fad be back?
All right, I'm having a quick look at Twitch chat just to see if I've missed anything while we've been chatting away. And I can see that Lightbringer, my fellow goat, has put in here that he doofed it.
well, he's playing again against Devansh Gala as well. Next, I'm just double checking that is that Group A? Oh, hang on a minute. No, that's.
I was gonna say he shouldn't be playing from some Group A because he's Group B. So we definitely don't want to mess the groups up.
No, we definitely don't. So let me just have a little swing around on this, just to make sure that I thought Group A was always at the top, was it?
Yeah, Group A is at top.
Okay, so Group A is Artists, Sea Dragons, Ponies, Wolfhounds, Tribals. Okay, so it's the 8 o'clock one. So Sea Dragons, Artists. Okay, so it's Wolfhounds have already beaten the Tribals then, because Tribals haven't got a player. They're players withdrew. So
really?
Yeah, Wolfhounds, Tribals, unfortunately. Yeah, so that's why I've got Fard down, but he's not actually playing next because Not Against 61 isn't making it. So yeah, I am okay. I'm good. So we've got Lightbringer against Devansh Gala, and then we've not got. So round 4 is actually Pirates against the Puffins, right?
Yes, that sounds correct to me.
So we're going to have Marine against Singapore Sling straight after this game. So we're going to wait for Marine to be finished in this game. Maybe ask him if he wants a couple of minute breaks before starting their match. But we will have, I mean, I don't want to say it, but your boy Lightbringer against Devansh Gala, unfortunately it's not the main match next. It's going to be the Artists against the Sea Dragons, the 2 title players. That's going to be the matchup that I want to see, and I want to see how that goes.
No, and as much as I love my fellow goat, I agree with you.
Do you think he'll mind if we just don't even look at any of his games?
I think he'd be quite happy with that, because then he can't get roasted. So
oh, I see. Okay, I mean,
he'd be happy.
I think Marine's just mopping up here, isn't he? He's a whole piece up, whole bishop up here.
He's just eating. Coming back to that term.
Back to our term. He's just eating
back
everything.
To our term, yeah, he's just eating everything.
I mean, you could just take this pawn, and that defends the bishop. Even if the queen takes here, just move the rook away or something like that, and the extra bishop should beat the 2 pawns. So that should be good. Let me just get my codes ready for the start of the next round, because everybody's really wanting to see the Ethan RJ against the Tiger. So I want to make sure that starts on time. So I'm just going to tag them in Discord as well.
There we go. Hang on, I've just seen another message from Lightbringer saying he's got to pick up his McDonald's apparently mid-game or something.
Well,
so can you hear the excuses already coming a little bit? I know
I can hear so many excuses. That's all I'm hearing, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's excuse after excuse after excuse.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with me for that one.
Maybe could we get a photo of this as well? I want a photo of this McDonald's.
Yeah, we need proof to know if it was actually worth having it. To not be committed to the goats.
I don't know what's Devansh Gala's name on Discord? Is he Dagger? It might be Dagger.
I'll have a look as well.
I think it's Dagger. Just double checking that they're all started okay.
Yeah, it's Dagger 2000.
There we go. Just tagged them in just in case.
Yeah.
It's almost like sometimes I feel like I'm looking after little children, right? Seriously, I have to tell them like a day before, you've got a match tomorrow night at 7:00, and then half an hour before the game, you've got a match tonight starting in 30 minutes. Then a minute before the match starts, tag them again. You've got a match starting in a minute. Oh, have I? What?
I mean, I can't say anything. You did message me 10 minutes before this, and I came in here like, so what are we doing?
So this is I
knew it was chess, but I just.
And also just telling Singapore Sling 42 that his opponent Marine is just still playing, and therefore we're still waiting for this game to finish. Although Marine's found himself in a little bit of trouble here, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. This has changed around a little bit.
It should still be one for the bishop, but he has to be more careful now. There's too many pawns that have been lost around that black king, and he's starting to get to the point where if he swaps off any more pawns, he won't have enough checkmating material. So I actually think that this H-pawn rush was actually not the best. Hang on a minute, I can see that the Welsh Tiger's messaging. Let me just see. Have these two? I see him typing, and if he's typing, then
I see it as well.
What's he saying?
Let's have a look.
I don't know.
I don't like how long
Ethan RJ is not moving. Ethan's not moving. Why isn't Ethan RJ moving?
Maybe an error on his side. It could be a connection issue. I don't know. Can you disconnect from these and it sort of messes around once you reconnect or anything like that?
I don't know. It says, for some reason he's saying, why are you giving me bonuses? I don't quite understand why. What's going on there? But the game has started, and they're both experienced players, so they know where they should be. They know what they should be doing. I don't think we should be nice to these, give them any benefit of the doubt. If they don't start, then they don't start. Maybe am I just cruel, or
no? I think I agree. I'm a bit of a stickler for the rules, so yeah. I think if you say a time, you should be there and ready to play. But then again, if you have already been playing and you need a quick 5-minute break, just communicate it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay, so Marine's backing himself that he can win the endgame here if he swaps rooks, but yeah, this has gone from being Should have been an easy win for Marine, but unfortunately not quite. We'll stick with this game as well because I need to speak to Marine afterwards just to see if he needs a 2-minute break or not before starting his match against Singapore's Thing. So that makes sense, and then we can pop in. And it looks like Ethan RJ and Welsh Tiger have just started. I can see on my other screen. That's why you see my head going side to side like this. This is where I'm doing all of my starting games and checking the other chat too. So you get to see this side of my face. So it's maybe a good thing. I don't know.
The side profile.
The side profile, yeah. Yeah, they've started, which is good. Okay, so happy about that. Let's see if Decode wants to get a point on the board. I guess he doesn't want to be 4-0 whitewashed. And I think the thing I like about Decode's attitude as well is he just enjoys playing chess, and you can tell. He enjoys moving it around. And when we obviously we started this Welsh Esports League, and when we were at the Welsh Championships, obviously Floshy, you were there. The over the board Welsh Championships I'm talking about now. Obviously Decode was there. You were there, Lightbringer was there, Marine was there, Ethan RJ was there, Welsh Tiger was there, Pedrada was there, Bulanov was there. Who am I missing? It feels like I'm missing loads. Singapore Sling 42 was there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big event.
Yeah, well, actually, CEO of Welsh Esports, Slayer John, was there on the first morning.
Yes,
which was fantastic to see, and brought in some of the Welsh Esports t-shirts, which is great to see. Oh, it's Czech. Oh, he's missed that. It's Czech. Could Marine actually drop a point here? I mean, he's still happy for the match points, isn't he? But he does not want to lose this, and I think he is. I think Decode's got him. I can't see how he's going to stop that pawn in time. It's just not going to be enough. I'm afraid it's going to be maybe some checks here, but go the other side. Let's go the other side. Well done, Decode. See how he's used his time, and he's actually got himself a point on the board.
Yeah,
that's there. Well, I think this is going to be. That's going to be it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Well done, guys. Let me just message Marine.
Yeah, it's best to double check if he needs a break.
Yeah, I don't just want to start the game. Start the game on him just now. Just hit him with another 4-game match. No, he's good to play now. Okay, let me just get that started. And I'll just get my little bit of codes that I type in. Get that ready. I actually did some data analysis, actually. The start of last year, I think it was. It was very interesting, but it introduced me to some Excel code and just random code as well.
I couldn't tell you the first thing about code.
Could you not?
I mean, no, I could not tell you the first thing about code. I've played on computers. I've built my own PCs for years. I couldn't tell you the first thing about code. Won't touch it.
You won't touch it.
I won't touch it.
Okay, well, I tell you what, let's just recap here. So obviously we're not going to have these updated super quickly. I'm not expecting them to either be. But okay, well, just in case they are, maybe I should just refresh it perhaps, but I'm sure to do that. So this is a key matchup then, actually, because we've got the Sea Dragons against the Artists. The two strongest players in this group are facing off against each other. Now we know that Tribal, they're out, they're going to get eliminated tonight, and it's going to be the Wolfhounds and Pit Ponies most likely who will get 3rd and 4th spot. The Artists, Ethan RJ, will just want to beat Welsh Tiger and vice versa, just for pride. Yeah. But it could actually change. Yeah. It could change actually their semi-final matchup as well, because if you ask me, it's either going to be Marine of the Pirates or Decode of the Wizards, or maybe he might sneak in Devanch Gala of the Dragons. I think it's going to be out of those three for those top 2 spots in Group B. So really, you probably want to win so you get a slightly easier semi-final, whoever's lost, shall we say, or not come top. So this is, I think this could be a really interesting matchup, because I think they do actually have something to play for, even though they could still lose and still go on to win the match. So okay, let's just join it. So we're still in the first game, and Ethan RJ's down to under a minute. Do you think that's going to worry him?
I mean, at this sort of level, I wouldn't think it would. I think at this sort of level, you'd have a composure. If it was myself, I'd be going, "Ooh, what do I move? What do I move?" But I think you have a level of composure, especially if you've played in tournaments and things like that. You sort of learn to cope with the pressure of the time.
I mean, both of these players actually, like for example, compared to myself, I mean, I've played against Ethan RJ recently over the boards. I did manage to win that game, and I've got higher ratings than both of them now. But online, these two are better than me. Better than me online playing blitz chess for sure. I really struggle to maintain, like you said there, that composure. So if it was me with only 30 seconds left here against 3.5 minutes of Welsh Tiger, I'd be like, oh no, what am I doing? I would be able to play, but Ethan RJ, I know he is very good at playing with low time. He is not worried about this in the slightest. So I think he even gave a time advantage as well, didn't he? Maybe that was a bit of trolling, I don't know. Looks like has he just lost a pawn though? Has this pawn falling?
That's a good question.
I think that pawn's going,
I think it's going to go as well. Yeah.
The knight was behind it, so he couldn't pin it. He couldn't push it. That's why. So, and he's just Ethan RJ's made an interesting decision here to put his pawns on dart squares, because with the pawn on d4, the dart square bishop would have been a bit blocked in. But the problem now is, now that one has gone, unfortunately, that means that a load of them might go. So
it's a bit of like a domino effect, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it could still be holdable though. Really don't know. Could still be holdable.
I was just going to say, there's a question in a Twitch chat saying about the evaluation bar. The reason we can't have evaluation bar is because of the players potentially watching the stream.
Well, we've got a 2-minute delay, so I could put the analysis bar on. But I should imagine here that he's got fantastic drawing chances, even though he's a pawn down, because there's no way for the king to get in.
Yeah.
And what he has to do, I think he has to go h5, beat the g4, and then swap some pawns off. If white takes him twice after this, then the king can get in. If he doesn't take it, then he'll take here, and then the king can actually go this route to get in, which is going to be the thing. Sorry, I've just got some messages for updating the bracket, and then they sorted it out as well, so it's not needed. But he's going to be tricky with the knight, especially with low time. Knights are super tricky. That's a lovely move. Pawn to a4, fixing the pawn on a3, and you are not moving that ever again. And Welsh Tiger is really grinding Ethan RJ here for this first game. This is what we want to see. He doesn't quite need... Welsh Tiger's just trying to win it, but he's not trying to give Ethan RJ loads of time to think either. He's just trying to play quickly, keep the time pressure up, and find a way to win it in some way. But with 3 minutes on the clock, I'd expect him to be able to push this quite heavily now, actually. There's also some tactics here, by the way, of if the knight was in a different spot, like you actually sack the bishop on c5, if it gets taken, then you sack the b-pawn, and then the a-pawn will run down the board. That a-pawn is so super strong. He's going to go for this g4 move at some point. It's the only break he's got, but he's just using some moves. And do you remember that? Was it the semi-final or the final? I can't remember who it was. Where they had 2 games and it lasted like 50 minutes.
Oh,
that was Pedrada against Welsh Tiger in the semi-finals, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it was. It lasted 50 minutes. It was just insane. I was just like, hang on, how long are we going to have to stay up tonight? Then they have to play 8 games for the semi-final. They're just like, oh my god.
Just keeps going.
Telling my wife I'm only going to be an hour, by the way.
Well, it was like when we did the international not so long ago, and what that game, as my first experience coming into chess.
Yeah.
The game went on for, what was it, 7 hours?
Yeah. I mean, these are great games. I mean, my favorite ever game to ever, just from a pure chess spectacle, was the World Championship match between Magnus Carlsen and Jan Nepomniachtchi, when Magnus Carlsen, they'd drawn a load of games, and then Magnus finally got the victory. But literally, I started watching that game when I was teaching in the primary school at like 1 o'clock. It was something like 1 o'clock or 1:30. Put the game on. No, it must have been 2 o'clock actually. It might have been the last hour. 2 o'clock. Put the game on while I was teaching in lesson time. Then I stayed to run the after-school club, which went on from 3:15 till 4:15 or /4 like that. The game was still going on then. Obviously, it's only just started. I was able to get in my car travel home, put the game on and still keep watching it, do two hours of lessons online while having the game on in the background, and it was still going on then, and there was still an amazing endgame at the end. That was one of it was the highlights of my day. That was. It was an absolutely amazing spectacle, an amazing experience. But I think Ethan RJ here is somehow, I don't know how is he winning? How has he won? What?
Yeah, that's what I was just questioning as well.
You should have stopped me talking. What on earth happened? What? He's just won this. What? This is game over. What happened? What on earth happened here? So we saw all this. Hang on a minute. So the Tiger had like loads of time here. What? We saw all this. Okay, takes. That's fine. Okay. So now all he needs to do is just bring the king around as possibly the way that he's trying to do it. He comes this way with the king. Okay. Oh, what? Bishop takes c5, so we know that white wins. What did he do? Bishop takes c5? So back here? Bishop takes c5?
c5,
what?
Yeah.
We need to go back to that. I'm sorry, we can't...
We need to know now.
I need to know what was going... Yeah, so Ethan RJ is actually a streamer as well, so the artists have got themselves a real good player there, and a good streamer. I believe he's got quite a few followers on I think it's Twitch maybe. But if he's going to win games like this when he puts himself in such low time, this is esports literally on a plate, and he's built his time. 3 seconds increment to Ethan RJ is plenty of time, by the way. He can play whole games on that. That's what happens when you're young. But bishop takes c5 is like maybe a little too soon. I guess he could take it. He chose not to. And after moving the knight with check. So this was a nice little move. He thought after takes he can take back with the king. And instead he goes check. And the problem is the king can't stay close to the bishop. Because if it goes back to d6, then you've got knight e4 check. You take with the knight. Instead, forking the bishop. So if he goes here, then you've got this check. And you can take with the knight then.
Yeah.
So this knight, he probably missed this knight c3 check. And look, the Tiger had over 2.5 minutes left.
I'm surprised by that. I'm really surprised.
I'm really surprised because now this becomes easy now for him, and he's got such control. Okay, and that was it. That was the game. Okay, well, I mean, the game's still going on. We can maybe we should just jump about before coming back to this game. They're well into it because we know we do have your fellow goats here who's also playing. So let's just click on him and see what's happening in his game. So Devansh is 2-0 up, I'm afraid. Already. He must be. Do you know what it is? This is probably eating that McDonald's at the same time is just causing. That's it. I mean, if only it wasn't for the McDonald's, then Lightbringer would probably be 2-0 up, surely.
Yeah, definitely blame it all on the McDonald's, not your chess skills.
I hope it was worth it. I mean, I'm actually really craving the McDonald's now. I'm talking about it actually.
Now we're talking about it. I could eat one as well.
Oh, this is a nice little tactic by him actually, though. Here, just have a look here. He's just taken the pawn to distract the queen to take the bishop down on b7. Very nice. Snaffles himself a pawn there, or wins one pawn back because he was a pawn down going into it. But not much time used for Devansh Gala either. Realizing now that he might be in a match now, so he might need to have to concentrate a little bit. But looks like, Lightbringer. Do you reckon when he's playing on his phone, he's using a different hand to eat with than he is playing with?
I think he might be home now. He might be on his computer at home.
So has he got an excuse or not? That's what I want to know.
Probably. He's got a hat full of them, I think.
He's got a hat full of them.
He'll give you an excuse, because the last time I played a chess game, I actually beat him. So, yeah, he might have an excuse for that as well.
I think he is a little worried about your progress, and you only started playing how long ago?
Well, it's been a little while now, hasn't it? So it's probably about 4 or 5 months now I've been playing.
Okay, I mean, you say a little while now. That is like nothing. In chess terms. You're a baby. Right? I mean, you're basically what I was when I was 6.5, I started playing chess when I was 6. That's where you are right now.
Yeah.
But obviously, talking to us and seeing all these fantastic players in here is giving you a bit of a better, a really quick upbringing. As well
I think that's it. The opportunities I've had to sort of learn from when and where I can, and my fellow goat has done a good job teaching me. But yeah, he isn't particularly happy with how far I've come already.
A little bit of jealousy. He's proud, but he's also a little bit jealous.
A little bit jealous, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but it's also great. I mean, to have new players come into the chess world and enjoy it and see what's going on. And here he's playing against. I mean, he's playing against somebody rated 2000. And if you were to give me this position at the start of the match, I'd have said, you know what, you're doing a good job.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think he's doing a brilliant job.
He's holding his own. He's spotting tactics.
Maybe holding a mozzarella stick in the other hand.
Maybe a mozzarella stick. I mean, Devanchkali is rated over 2000s. Great addition. Can't wait to see how far he goes in this tournament, by the way. Complete new addition. Came out of nowhere. And I hope to see him actually maybe at some Welsh tournaments as well, over the board tournaments too. Talking about that, by the way, Floshy, there's actually a huge junior event actually coming up next week. It's not in Wales, but we do have Welsh juniors going to it. It's called the Glorny Cup, where we're actually sending probably nearly about 20 juniors to play against team. They're going to Ireland next week for 4 days, I think it is, 3 or 4 days. They'll play against Ireland, Scotland, England, and an international team. And I actually played in this tournament 25 years ago or so. I played in it four different times. So best of luck to all of the Welsh juniors that are going over there. I hope that
what a great experience for them.
It is. They're going to find it tough. I won't lie. They're probably going to be one of the lowest rated teams. Sometimes the lowest rated, sometimes maybe just above, depending on what the other squads out are. So they're going to find it hard, but it is a fantastic learning experience for them. I know that I tried to get Alexis Harakis, who's a FIDE master, to play in this, but he's going to be the coach over there in Ireland for them. He's a FIDE master like me. And so they're going to have a great opportunity to spend some quality time properly studying chess and being part of the Welsh team and representing Wales. So, really good luck to them. And I know that we do want to, I think there's a few of them that want to get involved in the Esports League when they can do as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, I've heard that as well. And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, some of them are like 16, 17, 18, so some of them can do, but some of them might have to wait a few more years or wait for the schools event to come out as well, because I think it would be great.
Unless we can sweet talk John to coming around and allowing them to also play. But I think for them, for juniors, it might be better to have a separate tournament within Esports Wales. I mean, as a suggestion.
Well, the other opportunity is if they play in the schools, if they play in this, they're still going to be like real underdogs. Whereas if they play in the school one, they'll be towards the top. So it'll give them a bit more credence, shall we say, with their pals. If they can go and say that they play for an esports team, then to me, I'd have loved that if I was still at school when I was representing the esports team, week in, week out.
I think if they were to sort of go, oh, we're playing chess. And some of the kids just sort of go, okay. But if you say, oh, I'm playing for an esports team, you're going to get more people starting to come over again into this sort of field, because they'll be like, oh, wow, I can say I'm part of this. I can show off.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's not like, I mean, I've been dying to play for an esports team for years and set up a whole esports league and still can't even find a team.
Well, you can come over to Goats. I'm director of players. I'll sort you out. Come on.
Yeah, but
we'll replace.
Well, late sub, and he's given up the ghost there, and it was on the cards for a while. Devanchkali's past pawn, I'm afraid, was too strong for him, and takes a 3-0 lead. So we'll hop on over. I know that we've got the Singapore Sling 42 against Marine kicked off a little later. So we'll just go into this game. And I think Marine actually took definitely a 1-0 head start. Oh, yes. Yep. Okay, so Marine took a 1-0 lead, but look at this position. Singapore Sling's not bad here at all, is he?
No, he's not in a bad position at all. And it's funny because it's very mirrored.
It is. It's a huge thing, though, to win this pawn if Marine takes that. And he's just showing his class there in his last couple of moves. And now the king has to go backwards, and the pawn's already on e3. Can't swap rooks though, because this h pawn will queen. You can't swap rooks.
No.
So he takes that pawn off, and Marine just pipping him there. Just at that point, he's down to 28 seconds though. We've seen him make mistakes before in that last game against Decode when he was down on time. So I don't know if Singapore Sling 42 can get himself back in this game somehow, but he's played a good game here. You know, he is outrated by quite a bit. I know that over the board, their ratings are a lot closer. There's probably about 200 points between them. Maybe slightly less than that, in fact. Online here at the moment, Singapore Sling is down in the 1200s. I think he's probably worth 1500, 1600, you know.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If he upped his game, maybe even more. I think he's underrated at the moment because he just hasn't played. It's his debut season. And if you remember last week, he actually lost his first 2 matches. But I don't believe that. I don't believe he's as bad as that. I think he's much better.
I think it's a different type of game when you play online to over the board as well. You know, facing your opponent is different to doing it over a screen.
Yeah.
I think there's a bit less tension, things like that. So sometimes you might be a bit more relaxed. Balls in that sort of where you sort of go, oh, and then, yeah, you're not switched on, I feel like, sometimes at a screen.
Well, I mean, I've seen, I mean, we played through some of Singapore Sing 42's games, and if you look on the blog at some of his games as well on chess.com, the blog there, you'll actually see he's been throwing his pieces at his opponents. I mean, not literally picking them up and throwing them, but he's been sacrificing left, right, and center and literally just going for it. I do want to know, would he actually do that in an over-the-board game as well? Because I'm not so sure he would. You've got to have the guts to do it, right? And I'm not saying he doesn't have them. He probably does. But I just wonder if he would maybe be a bit more tempered in his play over the board. As we see Marine here try and convert these extra 2 pawns in this rook endgame. And Singapore Sing is trying here just to generate some sort of problem. But the king can get shoved out now, though. Oh, I see. I would have preferred rook check there. Rook check, drive the king away. The king's got to either go backwards, and if the king went to f3, then you've got rook f2 check, driving it even further away. So now the king's got a nice hiding hole if you try and check from behind. This is unfortunately easy to win now, unless there's some stalemate tricks that we can't see. This is game over.
Yeah.
So Marine will take a 2-0 lead in this match. That's the Pirates are going to take a 2-0 lead against the Puffins. Still not over. But Singapore Sing he didn't do too badly in this game whatsoever. I mean, where was the key moment then, actually? It was somewhere just back here, actually. Let's just have a look at this. So we got to this position. Singapore Sing did. I mean, that just shows the quality of play is very, very high. And somehow these pawns, even though in the row, which is actually better, by the way, than these double pawns here, he managed to convert this into being bad. So this is where it started to go wrong for him, because his pawn by itself here on h6, like even c3 is a bit of a mistake, because at some point that might cause you some damage if it wasn't check. But this check here did cause him the damage, and he blocked with a rook. Just wondering here, could he have gone back? Could he have done this? It's dangerous because your king's on the back rank. If the king was here, then that would be checkmate. Could he have done something like this? I don't quite know. As we see that checkmate has finally been given, and Marine takes the 2-0 lead. Okay, let's switch around. Let's go have a check back on our top match between Ethan RJ and the Welsh Tiger. This is the Artists against the Sea Dragons. Ethan RJ of the Artists took a 1-0 lead. With the Welsh Tiger just blundering that bishop really at the end when he was trying to push for the win. And here again, we're still not finished with this. Half an hour in, this second game is just coming to its conclusion as Ethan RJ is trying to put the pressure on here in this endgame. I completely missed. It blended in with my squares. There's a pawn on b7 here from the Tiger. I didn't even see that pawn. Where did that come from? Did you see that?
He's hiding away. No, I didn't, to be fair.
It's camouflage, isn't it? Maybe I need to change my squares. Shall I go into my settings and change my squares? I guess maybe I'll ask the people casting if this is and some feedback. I'm not actually following the Twitch chat actually at the moment as well. Have we got any questions from there?
I'm keeping along with it as best as I can.
Okay.
And the last thing that I can see in here is KFC next time
I don't know what that means.
instead of the McDonald's.
Oh, I see. Right, okay.
And
Well,
then
Tiger's got this. I've got to interrupt. He's blocked the rook. That's it. He's going to get the queen. That's going to be game over.
There we go.
And that's just a well-known ending. So this is going to be 1-1. 1-1.
Ooh. I think
we have a game.
Hands on for a long one here.
We have a match. We have a real battle. This is what we want. And I can't wait to see these two players meet again and play an 8-game match. That would be great as well, because we're loving it at the moment. Absolutely loving it. Sorry, I thought you said AFC next time. It was KFC.
Oh no,
isn't it,
KFC.
Yeah. It's amazing how you hear things differently sometimes. I'm just like, what?
Oh,
AFC?
yeah.
What?
I mean, you were focused on the chess. I was focused on KFC. It happens.
Yeah, right. I tell you what, it's probably now's a good time, just while this game's just starting. You see some sensible opening play as they get into it. Just going to have a double check that I've got the last 4 matches. That's going to start in half an hour. Maybe start a little bit early if some players do finish early, where we'll have Ethan RJ will be playing against Welsh Wayne again. Welsh Wayne, I'm afraid, there's 2 more games to play here. It's most likely going to last at least another 20 minutes between these 2 players, so you can't start too early. Welsh Tiger will be playing against, so he'll be playing against Fard, 4-2, who did an upset win against Welsh Wayne. Played very well. So these 2 players will be playing again in Group A. That will finalise that. In Group B, we have Devansh Gala of Dragons RFC will be taking on Decode of the Wizards. That's going to be a good matchup, actually. 2 very level players. And then your boy, the Goats Lightbringer, will be taking on Marine of the Pirates. And Marine is in fine form at the moment. I think, actually, if he converts that win, he was 2-0 up, wasn't he, against the Puffins?
Yeah.
If he converts that, he's going to have won all of his games. And he will play, actually, most likely, the loser of this match, actually. Is that right? And,
yeah, that's correct, I believe, yeah.
So that'll be good. And then, of course, we've got the 3rd and 4th playoffs, haven't we, as well? You know, top 2 go through to play against the top 2 of the other teams, of the other group, but the 3rd and 4th playoffs actually go through as well. Just flip to that, actually, just to see what's that likely to be. So obviously we know in Group A, Tribal Esports are out, so it's probably going to be Welsh Wayne of the Pit Ponies and Fard of the Wolfhounds. Now, Fard beat Welsh Wayne, so I would imagine he would probably finish in 3rd place, most likely, because they'll both pick up the default win against Tribals. So it'll be him, and then you've got, well, we don't know who's going to finish. Probably Marine of the Pirates will finish top.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be between Decode of the Wizards and Devansh Gala of Dragons RFC. Now, they play in the last round.
Yeah.
So that is actually going to be a match that's probably going to determine who finishes second. So whoever loses that match will likely play Welsh Wayne of the Pit Ponies, and depending on as well, we're going to have so Lightbringer's already played against Singapore Sling, has he?
Yes, he did.
When did he play against Singapore Sling?
That was the first game, wasn't it? Of this stream.
So Puffins. Oh, that the first game of this stream.
Yeah, that was the first game of this stream, wasn't it?
So losing that one. So okay, yeah. So that's going to be tough for him, because it might be that. I mean, I might as well just go, and you two can just come on stream next week.
Yeah, that's it.
He might be eliminated. I mean, if you're eating KFC though, and in the back of a taxi while you're playing, what do you expect? So actually, the Singapore Sling might actually go through then to play against, let's say, Fard of the Wolfhounds. He might, and he'd actually be favourite there, I think.
Yeah,
so actually, he could be going through for all 4 weeks as well. But okay, this is the one. Who's going to finish first? Who's your money on at the moment? Who have you been impressed by?
I've been impressed by Tiger. To be honest, yeah.
What's impressed you about him?
I think the comeback.
Oh, the comeback.
That last game. The comeback from that last game was, after that first one, and then sort of coming into this one now, I quite enjoyed that comeback.
Yeah, the psychological blow, wasn't it? That he that first game was at his mercy, And he was the one that was toying with his opponent. He had loads of time. There was a pawn up. He was trying to work out when's the right time to sack the bishop, and he sacked it at the worst possible time, and ended up losing. And then it didn't affect his state of mind. He just kept going, and he kept playing, and he got himself back into that game. We haven't seen much of that second game actually, but we're going to stick with this third game series. And we see here Ethan RJ not using much time at all.
No.
Because he has been using his time. I think he's been using the fact that he can play quickly by using a lot of time to make sure he gets a decent position out the opening, and then not being unnerved that he's only got less than a minute left, which is something quite different. Whereas here, as we see him playing quickly, putting Tiger on you've got less time than me. But I mean, this position is very level, and actually I prefer the knight over the bishop here. I really do. I prefer the light over the bishop. Hang on a minute. Not Lightbringer and Devansh Gala, have they finished? Is it over?
It might be.
It's all over, yeah. Devansh Gala of the Dragons RFC has beaten your boy Lightbringer of the Goats 4-0. Okay, over 1,000 point rating difference though, so we can kind of excuse him a little bit. That's a tough matchup, but I guess I'm going to have a look at all of these games. I'm going to add them to the study. I'll do the blog again against them, and I think he'll be pleased to get some more games in, because I think last week when he played, he was losing pieces very quickly against Decode.
I think he'll be happy with his performance no matter what. Well, I'll soon know. He'll message me and I'll know.
He's probably in the Twitch chat, isn't he?
Yeah, he might be actually. He was before. I don't know if he still is. I'll find out.
Yeah. So just here, this is really interesting. So the bishop's a fantastic piece for hitting things on both sides of the board. You see here the bishop on d1, actually perfectly placed at the moment. But the knight is a little bit better, because you see these pawns are on dark squares. The bishop can't attack them. This d pawn is actually passed and protected as well. So it's quite good. It's a very even match. The pawns being in a row mean that the knight can't quite get in. There's no good outpost for it. So you see these two pawns in a row as well, just in the line. That there's no outpost for the knight. Like, for example, if you were to push this pawn forward here, then the outpost would be on f4, and you do some sort of like long maneuver, like here, and then into here. But nothing like that exists. But okay, we just see the pawn go forward to b5, and immediately he's eyeing up this c5 square for this knight. Immediately, as soon as you align your pawns break line, it's like an army breaking rank. It gives squares, and I don't actually know. Oh, why did he play b5? Was it simply because it was under attack and he didn't want to move his queen to defend it? I think that's probably why. And maybe he's thinking that his queen's needed just to block this pawn, but he's not blocking the pawn now, because that's kicking his queen out the way. Knight c5 is an easy move to play. He doesn't have to rush it though, because knight c5, maybe queen a3, and then there's a check down here. It's pinned. Decides to bring his queen. I think that's a wise decision. So he's basically asking him, what's the endgame like? And immediately Tiger just says no endgame. I mean, like, if he swaps queens here, there's no way that white can win.
Yeah.
Swaps queens here, puts his knight here, and just does nothing. Ethan RJ cannot win that game because he can't get past the pawns. He can't do anything. So Ethan RJ is desperate for a draw here. He is hanging on in this game. It's just a case of, can the Tiger... It's similar to round one, right? Like you were saying.
Yeah.
Can
he find the correct way and the right timing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the timing. It's a case of making sure that your king is safe, having control. So, for example, this check down here wasn't terribly dangerous. The king had the square on h7, but maybe he just wanted his king on g7 instead, so it's a bit more central. Okay, going defensive like this is a big risk, because, I mean, the problem is the knight's going to jump in at some point. The pawn's going to start coming forward when it's ready. Doesn't need to rush this.
No, he doesn't at all. Also, I have confirmation that Lightbringer is in the chat, and he is, in fact, blaming his McDonald's.
Oh, really?
Surprise, surprise. Just saying.
Imagine turning up to an over-the-board match and then just eating your McDonald's while you were there. I mean,
in front,
just rude, right? I mean...
Yeah, we still love him over the goats anyway.
We do love him. We do love him. I'm just wondering, is queen takes queen here winning? And then d3, bishop back, and d2, king across, knight check? No, it's not. No. Can't swap queens here. The pawn's just not quick enough. He's just waiting for that moment now. Can he break through? So d3 has been stopped at the moment. The two pieces are doing this, and this is another useful move. Kind of, if you're looking for quality chess here, just over a minute and a half left, and a slow improving move, h5, and actually, g4 lashed out, and now he's got another square on g3 because of this. So if the queen actually gets to e1, it goes in here. It can go to f4, gets into here. That's another weakness now because he's got one weakness over here, and probably c4 is also weak. Now you see him use it. The g3 squares. This is. He probably plays g5. Well, g5's a risky move because it could block it up too much, but I think you've got to go for it. I don't think you've got a choice. He's just using some tactics there. Very nice. You couldn't take the pawn because d3 would hit the bishop back, and then a check would be game over. I mean, literally, this pawn can get to d3 and then d2 with attacks both ways. I mean, that is so tempting to do right now. The queen would have to go in. Then you're going to be able to play queen g3 check. I think this is game over. I think d3, d2 would probably win here. He could take his time, though. There's nothing wrong with taking his time. If he can see another way to improve, he's got a minute left, which is plenty of time, because if this does get through, that is it. It's game over. And he chooses a different method. He wants to put the knight here. He's going for more. I don't know about that, you know.
Yeah, I think, well, I can't comment on how these guys should play absolutely at all. But they're all better than me by a mile. But
I think this is a mistake.
Yeah, it's coming back to that first game a little bit again. It's looking at, we've seen it before.
Yeah, okay, so he's gone for knight d4, which is better. I was just worried there. He had nowhere really to put his queen. He wants to bring his queen forward before bringing the knight in. And it couldn't actually come to c1, but now it can because the queen has moved. But I was also worried that his knight would come too far over and he'd allow this move c5, in which case the b pawn would run down the board. But I think he's got it back under control now. He's put the knight back. I like that. Whew. Just sweating a bit here, Floshy.
It's getting tense now.
It is getting tense. He's won a pawn. If he wins this second pawn, it is just a case of okay, g5's under threat, so he's just got to make sure he doesn't blunder this one. I think just king forward, actually. Bring the king to defend it. Yeah, there we go.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah, complete control from the tiger. I have liked this endgame a lot.
Are you sure he's not listening to you?
He's not listening to me, no. We're on a 2-minute delay at least, so he's not listening to me.
No,
and you know what? Ethan RJ is giving it up. It's 2-1 to the Tiger. The Tiger just needs half a point now to claim this match victory. And Ethan RJ is desperate to get back on so we can have Armageddon. But let's go check around. So obviously we know that Lightbringer lost for the Goats against Dementia Gala of the Dragons RFC, but we've still got Marine playing against Singapore Sync, haven't we? So let's just check in on their game right now and their match and how that's going. Okay, so Marine's run away with it.
Yeah.
3-0. I told you he was on form. He is the form player of Group B. And he's going to have a tough semi-final as well, because he'll likely play Ethan RJ at the moment if Welsh Tiger closes that out. But look at Singapore Sing 42 again. Do you recognise this opening?
I do and I don't.
It happened earlier on in the stream with F4 and move 1.
We talked about, was it the bird?
Yeah, the birds. But look, he's done exactly the same thing. Bishops are looking at each other. He's brought his rook up to F3, and then rook out to get my arrows right. Rook F3, rook H3. Done a rook lift. And he's not even bothered developing these two pieces again. Exactly the same thing as what he did in his previous game. And he's somehow still okay here because his attack hasn't worked. But I guess he gave himself that chance, right, to attack and went back to it. So he likes his openings because I saw him playing actually in the last week. He actually played, Singapore Sing played a stone wall with D4 and C3. His pawn wanted to be back here. And he did again the rook lift idea to try and get the attack. And and it was a good one. And here he's clearly decided as white, I'm going to play the birds, I'm going to castle, and I'm going to do a rook lift and put both my bishops looking down on the king, and that's what I'm going to do in all of my white games, and that's what's going to happen. Here he's doing okay, actually.
Yeah, I think he's doing all right. At the moment, I'm not minding this sort of position on the board.
Yeah, I mean, he had that game 2, I think, as well, that we checked in on, and he was doing fine going into the endgame there. So he was able to hold his own. He wasn't playing bad chess. But I just think now this is... Marine's maybe not as bothered anymore as long as he's got the match victory under wraps. Has he got to play any more games, actually, Marine? Who's he got in the last round?
He's playing... a very, very good question.
He's got Lightbringer. He's got the goats. Your boy. So he's going to be a heavy favourite in that one. So Marine might maybe think that this is done and dusted. And okay, these knights are looking so deadly, aren't they? I think that's a pawn. I don't think you can play. You can't play that. Surely F5 is coming. I mean, it can get taken anyway. Just take it, because you can't take back with a rook, because knight takes e2 would fork your king and rook. So he can just take on f4 here. And this is the first pawn, the first chink in the armour that's just gone. Oh no, he's gone for f5. I guess he didn't need to, but I'd have just taken it because the tactics just work out so nice. And that's a miss from Marine, I think it's a little bit sloppy. Obviously not sloppy in the case that he was losing, but okay. And Singapore's thing is just an exchange down now. But the problem is, though, Floshy, right? He's given up the rook for the knight. But the problem is, in doing so, he's brought a pawn to d4, and there's like 2 beautiful outposts for this knight here to jump into. So, okay, not this one at the moment, because the knight on b1 would be on it. But yeah, this is just an easy victory for Marine now. There's no counterplay there. I can't even see how you generate counterplay here as white. So if you're gonna sack an exchange, you've got to do it by generating counterplay. And he's just got none. I can't see. I mean, it's just a simple plan here of rook here and take the pawn. And once you crash in and swap rooks, the rook will beat the knight. So you can give this pawn away. Maybe just bring the king around. Actually, though, to be fair, knight takes d4 actually does defend c2. So maybe this is... where did that come from? That was it.
Yeah.
That's a mistake.
There we go.
He's taken... He's messed up there. That was a blunder. Singapore thing's back in this now. He should have prevented that. Just a little bit sloppy. What was it then that he needed to do? So, I mean, here, for example, like here he went rook c8. I don't know. I think part of me would just go knight e3. I'd just give this pawn up. Just to get in. But maybe not. I mean, actually, why not just take a pawn? Just take it.
That's a good question.
Because you actually want bishop takes pawn, because it just opens up there. It gets your rook developed, so just take the pawn. So actually, rook here, this is just a little sloppy from Marine, and Singapore got chances now. This is all going on. I'm just keeping my eye on the game between Ethan RJ against Welsh Tiger, just in case it gets to a good position. This match is obviously over, but we're going to stick with it, and then we'll transfer over back to Ethan RJ against the Tiger. Hopefully that will still be going by the end of this match, because this one looks like it's getting close to completion as well. Hang on a minute. So, do you remember what I said about Singapore's thing using his time?
Yes.
What was he not doing with his time?
Oh, I think
I told them off last week about this.
Yeah, for just playing way too quickly, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were super quickly. They were missing opportunities because of it. So I don't understand this, because now we see him using his time. But it's later on in the game. Why not use that time earlier on, so you don't have to be in exchange down? You don't have to be in the worst position. And he's still got great chances here, by the way. The knight is actually finding some good outposts. I think he's got to take this pawn with the knight, and then Marine's going to take back on d3. And the rooks will get in, but it's whether and they should still win, but there's still chances, right? And this is this game's still on.
Yeah, no, it's definitely all. I mean, I know Marines here got the points for the group.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Oh, was I not live? I mustn't have been live. I must have been live. So it happened so quickly because I was touching stuff. So we got his knight trapped. So a6 here. d4 takes, and he even gave a rook away in the end. Okay, so unlucky there, Singapore Singh. I think actually his play actually deserved more than the 4-0 whitewash. Well played to Marine for closing those games out. That's a real tough one, but Singapore Singh deserved more, I think. And he actually probably will get to one of the finals, I think. I think he's going to be the favourite if he gets to play against Fard in the semi-final.
I think if he goes through to the... I can't remember, they call it the champ and the prem, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know which way around it is. In my head,
both
could be the top.
Yeah, but I think, if he gets through to the final, I think he's got a very good shot of winning at that stage.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're joining this top of the table of Group A matchup here. Potentially a final matchup for the top spot that could be happening earlier on. The Tiger 2-1 up at the moment. Ethan RJ with the black pieces here. Play the Sicilian, and this position looks absolutely crazy right now. What is going on? This is a mental position. I'm just trying to count up pieces.
Yeah, so I was trying to look what's going on.
4-4. So white's a pawn up, but black's got the two bishops. But the dart squares for white are absolutely horrific. This dart square bishop is going to run riot on this diagonal, this diagonal, this diagonal as well, which the queen can join in on. There's so many dart squared weaknesses here, and Ethan RJ goes for it. Knight takes g4. This is a pure sack. Okay, I didn't expect rook takes, but I guess he has to take with a pawn because the queen couldn't take because the queen's hanging onto the knight on d4 by the bishop. Would be attacking it, and he's gone for h3. This pawn is actually getting all the way to h2 with check after the bishop moves. I assume he's saving the bishop. If he saves the bishop, though, queen g3 check's coming in, and white's position is absolutely collapsing. Right in front of our eyes. Like I said, those dart squares, they are absolutely going. And if Ethan RJ takes this, by the way, it will go to Armageddon.
Yeah. I don't mind another Armageddon. Give
the crowd what they want, right?
We like an Armageddon.
We do like an Armageddon. This is what we want. And then please don't have a break before they're both playing in the round 5, by the way, in 10 minutes time. So I might have to give them a couple of minutes break after Armageddon if it does happen. But this game's not over. White is still technically material ahead. What was it? Bishop and knight against rook and something. Bishop and knight against rook. So it's 2 knights against the rook, actually. Kind of similar, but I mean, look at the knight on b2 is this diagonal is pieces must be falling here. I mean, maybe just like a simple move like queen c3 would also probably just win something very easily. The knight here, they're both under attack. But the problem is at the moment, the bishop's under attack, queen g3 is coming in. This is absolute devastation. A fantastic game. And we joined it with them both on 2.5 minutes or 2 minutes, showing just how complicated and complex it's been in the start. And I love to play back through this one. I think this one probably is going to make the blog, I should imagine, because this is some proper chess. And the Tiger's in the tank now, trying to see, can he just eke out one last resource to try and save the game? That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, that's the methodical thinking coming, isn't it? Don't worry about the clock, just see what you can do. Where can I get out of this?
Yeah,
if I can get out of this.
I don't see anything, though. I think his position's just collapsing. I don't see anything
you lose
that he can do.
Either way.
He's gone back. He's just given up the bishop.
Yeah.
He just said no dice. But I mean, yeah, the queen. Well, maybe he can defend with the knight, but I mean, the knight on b2 is also hanging as well. I mean, just as pawn takes bishop now, you can just do pawn takes bishop, and then he's threatening rook h1 mate, but he's also just threatening just to take a knight off. It's all collapsed for white. The Tigers. He's decided to take the queen, which is maybe an interesting decision. The knight's hanging there, right? And so he's a whole rook up. And rook takes c2 is check. I'd expect resignation here. There we go. There we go. We are going to Armageddon. Let me just set this up.
Oh, there we go. I just had a confirmation. Prem is the upper, champ is the lower.
Right. Thank you. Prem's the upper.
So that's where we're going to be seeing these guys most likely, is in the upper.
Yeah, most likely. Let me just make sure. I've just got to set this game. And I've got to do this. start their Armageddon match. I have to put in a new command for it. I tell you what, we've had so many Armageddons now.
That's a funny one. How does it work? Sorry, I was just reading the messages myself. Oh. No, I quite like an Armageddon. It switches things up and puts you on a bit of pressure.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, did that actually work when I started their match? Let's just go to them. Did that actually start the game? It did not. Should start soon. Just double checking that my code is not necessarily working. Actually,
back to the multitasking again.
I know. Trying to multitask should work. It works.
We hope it works.
Yeah. Let me just see. If I put it in too many times, it'll ruin everything, right? Okay. So.
Yeah, it'll work at some point. Keep pressing buttons. That's my motto.
Just keep pressing buttons. Yeah. So hang on.
Sometimes do that with chess as well, so I can't really say.
They've started.
Okay.
Started. Yeah, they're both moving. They've started. They're both moving. Right. Let's watch this then. And I will have to go and start off the round 5 games for the other teams afterwards as well. I'll tell you what we should do as well, because both Ethan RJ and the Welsh Tigers, they're playing this this Armageddon. They're both playing later on against Welsh Wayne and Fard. So let me just give Fard and Welsh Wayne a heads up that there might be a delay for those matches.
Yeah, best to double check.
Yeah, they both play Armageddon now. And okay, so I've told those two, so that's obviously Group A being done. But I tell you what, the other matchup that we're really looking forward to, it's about to start actually in 5 minutes' time, is Devansh Gala of the Dragons against Decode of the Wizards. That's actually going to change their group standings as well, isn't it?
Yep.
So that's going to be who qualifies for that. Which one's the top again? The Prem?
The Prem is the top, yeah.
Yeah, that's a crucial match for who goes to the Prem. So we're also going to be really eager to pay attention to that one. And see if actually maybe, I guess as well, your boy, Lightbringer of the Goats, he needs to do a massive upset against Marine of the Pirates in round 5 as well to get himself out.
He needs to get himself out.
Otherwise, he's going to find himself on here next week with us, isn't he? That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the punishment, I'm afraid, that he's going to be facing.
You're going to be on the backbench. Come to us.
Right, okay, so what's happened in this game? So we've had a pretty typical opening here. Is Black pawn up here? Is what the Tiger taking the pawn? It looks like he's taking the pawn and the bishop pair. I missed how that happened. But Ethan RJ won't be too unhappy with the position because the extra pawn of the Tiger is around this area. So he's got an extra pawn here, but the pawns can't really move because the light squares are just completely blocked up here. Although I'm surprised by a5, I wouldn't be allowing that. What happened there? So Ethan RJ has got the opposite colour bishops on the board, so he'd probably be quite happy with that. I'm a bit surprised at that. What happened back there? Why a5? Why not push past? Is it just...
Yeah.
Is it maybe knight a3 and the bishop there's just 3 attackers here and it's pinned? So actually, yeah, because if you can play b5, you should. But actually, no. b5, knight a3, you've got c4.
Yeah.
I don't understand why not b5. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I think when you're playing these games, though, you're just trying to make your moves as quick and as best as possible, aren't you? Because you're not getting any added time whatsoever.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, this is advantage Tiger, though. Opposite colour bishops is extremely dangerous, but you look at the difference between the bishops here. This bishop is causing a lot of damage, whereas on its outpost, protected by a pawn, this outpost bishop on c6, it's actually, all it's doing is controlling a8, which is maybe semi-useful. It's not doing anything. This bishop here is controlling this. controlling the A1 square. This is a fantastic. It's also controlling down this diagonal too. This bishop is significantly better than this bishop on c6. This is advantage Tiger. He's just sacrificed the pawn here, by the way, to open up the H file. He's going to try and get his rook across here to do some damage down the H file. Oh, a little tactic by Ethan RJ. We missed that there. Rook takes b6. Just as I was talking, takes the rook and then queen d8 check. It's a blunder by the Tiger, but he comes to fight him back and takes on g3 because the pawn on f2 is pinned. What an absolute battle this is. They're trading blow for blows. It's like they've both got one foot inside the tyre and they're both giving punches left, right, centre. And nobody's actually flinching right now. What a game. Rook f3. Oh. What? How often do you see this? Both pawns are pinned. Two heavy pieces in front of them. Nothing's going anywhere. This is great. This is absolutely first-class chess. Fantastic. He's brought his queen back. I thought there was maybe a different plan there he could have gone for, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, the g2 pawn. He can't be taken because of the pin of the bishop. I told you this bishop would play. Bishop on c6 is back here doing absolutely nothing right now. And how can he stop rook takes g2? He's given the king, but this is looking like it's going to be checkmate very soon. Although the queen's hanging. Okay, both queens hanging. You can probably just take the queen and go into a winning endgame. But it is still time to play, and they're both down to 38 seconds. It could go down to time, even though RJ is completely lost. Oh, has he found a checkmate? He's found a checkmate.
He's found a checkmate.
Tiger takes it. The Tiger came to tea.
He came to eat.
He came to eat. He came to eat,
the word.
and he absolutely snaffled it all up. What an absolute matchup. I've just started Devansh Gala against Decode. I think that's a fantastic match. And I'm going to start Lightbringer against Marine as well, because that is another matchup that we're going to be eagerly anticipating. Just started these. Let's just see if these two players, fantastic.
I think they deserve a break if they want one.
They deserve a break if they want one. I'll ask them in the chat if they want. Before next game. And see what they say. But I tell you what a finish. I was looking at this really quickly, actually. I completely missed that this was checkmate as well. I forgot that the bishop was covering g1. But yeah, rook here. I guess he couldn't do anything. Like if he goes king h2, then it's checkmate here. It's checkmate here. It's game over. So yeah, the attack worked. And okay, I mean, Ethan did spot this lovely tactic, but it was advantage Tiger because you look at the two bishops. The white bishop was just doing nothing. And this is why I also quite like this little sacrifice with h4 here, actually. That's quite nice. So it's... Let me just say, because...
You can tell when you're typing.
Yeah.
You just stopped that. I was like, what? I was looking at
it's all right. The Tigers just said that I think the Tiger's happy to start his last game because he's playing against Fads, and I just want to make sure... I just want to make sure they're okay. I don't want to start the game and somebody's gone off to the toilet for 5 minutes, comes back and they're 1-0 down. You know, okay.
Or they've just gone to grab a drink. Isn't
right,
it?
so he's finally realised that he's got 2 minutes before the next round. Okay, right. Well, the Tiger takes this one. Potentially a final matchup, but you know, this is quality chess, and I really enjoyed that last game. That was brilliant, absolutely fantastic. We're joining your boy though.
Well, we know we've only just started, but let's wait and see, shall we? I've got hope.
We've got some hope.
I have good hope in him.
He's only against he's playing in Group B. He's on no points. He's playing against Marine of the Pirates, who's on maximum points. His chances, I'm afraid, are not looking good because of that.
Can we just repeat? He did blame it on the Mad Donalds. The Mad Donalds is gone now, so technically he should win this, right? By his logic.
Technically he should, yeah. Technically he should. Yeah. This game's only just getting started. We've actually got Decode against Devansh Gala, which is a few more moves been played, so we'll just flick over to that one for now. Yeah, they're in their first game as well, but they're both over 4 minutes. There's no pieces on the board pretty much left. I mean, how on earth have we got here? And maybe they just want to race to the end game and play that. Because
this is like watching a bullet game. This one.
Yeah. Well, this game is probably going to decide who finishes, maybe third or fourth compared to fifth or sixth. And if you finish in third or fourth, you've got a chance of first and second. But you'd have to beat Ethan RJ or the Welsh Tiger most likely, which they would be up against it. But they are capable of doing it. I want to add. I want to stress that.
Absolutely.
So this is such an important match for them both, because if they get into that top two, then it's they can just breathe easy. Even if they lose the next game, they still finish in third/fourth, aren't they? So it's probably an aim for them or a par score. So this is Group B's turned into I want to say the Group B's group of death, but the two stronger players probably in Group A if you look at rating.
Yes.
But then Group B's got these three players: Marine, Deco, Devanch Gala, similar rated players. And Marine has come out on top on this one so far. But these two fighting for it. And let me just, because I'll have to start.
You're going to have to start all the other games now as well.
Hang on, I've just had a message that Fard won't be able to play for an hour.
Yeah, I just seen that as well.
I mean, this game's meant to start at 9 o'clock. Where's he gone? Literally just been here.
Won't be able to play for an hour and a half. He's versing another team.
I mean, we don't really want to wait half an hour now. It's like 9:05.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm starting a fresh match. They don't want to play. I mean, the Welsh Tigers basically are like, I'm ready to go. I've just played 5 games and I'm ready to go again. Come at me. Okay, Iffy, good to let's start Ethan RJ against who's he playing against? He's against Welsh Wayne. Let's just double check that these two are okay to start.
We'll slowly get them kicked off.
Yeah, slowly get them kicked off, and then once they're all kicked off, I can just breathe because all the games have started. Unless we get an Armageddon, then I'm.
Unless we get another,
and then I'm going to have to do some more coding and stuff, and see if my.
I wouldn't mind another one to finish it off for this stream. Just saying. So right, if you're watching and you're listening,
just cause me some more pain, and I'm just going to double check. I think Ethan RJ and Welsh Wayne just started. Just making sure. Yeah, they're off. So Ethan RJ is against Welsh Wayne. I'm sure he's okay with that. They've got going. So we just got the one last matchup, and Fard, unfortunately, do you know what? Fard's been a bit of a surprise. Actually getting the win against Welsh Wayne earlier on in Armageddon was fantastic, and then just can't make the actual start time. So he's going to be. He's not exactly the favourite against the Welsh Tiger, though, is he? Let's be honest. So
no. But still, I think it would have been a really interesting game to see.
Yeah. I mean, I think these guys just want to polish off these lower-rated players and do it as quick as possible, and just get the points in the bag and get some rest. Go and enjoy their Friday night and their weekend, maybe.
Do you know, I completely forgot it's a Friday night.
Have you? I mean, it used to be, didn't it? It used to be. Let me just go turn my light on, actually, because am I really dark here? Like, since we started in the daytime, didn't we? Hang on, just give me a second.
Oh, God. Yeah, okay, that looks a lot better.
Oh, I can see now.
Yeah, you're looking better.
I'm looking better. You see my beautiful face. We started in the daytime and it's been streaming for so long. I was thinking, they'll play 4 games. They'll take about 50 minutes. Then we can have a 10-minute break maybe between each round. Yeah. It'll be nice and easy. Where did that go, Floshy? Where did it go?
I don't know where our break scheme has gone. But, with these games going on for the length we do, this is sort of what you sacrifice for the joy of the game.
It is. I mean, there have been some fantastic Armageddons there, haven't there? We couldn't leave when you've got the amazing Armageddons that have happened. I mean, obviously, we just had Ethan RJ against Welsh Tiger Armageddon, but the Fard against Welsh Wayne Armageddon in the first round this evening has been amazing as well. I think both of them are going to qualify, aren't they? If your boy Lightbringer doesn't pull out a miracle against Marine, which he's not playing bad. I mean, this game, by the way, I'm going to say decode against Magala. This game, they've swapped off too many pieces, and it's just become a bit dry.
So it's sort of stopped for a second, hasn't it? Now it's just gone.
I mean, they've got some tactics, and they're trying to play chess all of a sudden, which they could have tried to do a few moves earlier when there was more pieces on the board. Your boy here, he's up on the clock.
Yeah, I'm liking that, and
he's in a decent position. He's not losing. His position's good. He's actually got technically more space with his pawn on c5. Your boy is bringing it. That McDonald's has fueled him.
Yeah, McDonald's has fueled him. Maybe we shouldn't diss the McDonald's unless you're eating it while you're playing. But
yeah, I wonder what he had from McDonald's. Can we find out what he actually had?
I do know what he had. He had a double quarter pounder, and I know he would have had a water with it because he doesn't drink fizzy drinks.
Okay.
And he would have had fries, and I'm pretty sure he had a hot honey sauce, which is unusual for him.
Hot honey sauce? I've not tried that one actually. That's
I think it's new.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, I mean, I can feel myself getting hungry as you're talking about it. Actually,
yeah, no, I'm talking about it now, and I'm like,
yeah. I only had tea just before we came on, but I'm thinking, yeah, I could go on a car trip actually after this maybe, and treat myself.
I was just thinking the same thing. It's only 10 minutes away from me.
Do you know one thing I haven't done yet? And not that the chess is boring, by the way, but I haven't actually done a muck delivery. I've not actually had one yet. No, I've never done one. I don't live in the big city, do I? I live on the outskirts, so it's not the thing, and we can usually drive to one. It's nice to actually go out and drive somewhere. But yeah, I've not had one yet. Not had a muck delivery.
I mean, I can't say anything because I live in a big city. Well, as such.
So everybody gets stuff delivered there, don't they?
Yeah, I can just get stuff delivered whenever.
It's a standard operating procedure.
I try not to be lazy though.
I was just thinking. Now I've told you that. Do you think less of me?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
No.
What would make you think less of me when it comes to McDonald's though? Like maybe something that I eat or?
Oh. That's a good question because I don't know. I feel like with McDonald's, there's not really any bad choices. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like McDonald's has a pretty nice lineup.
Okay.
Of choice.
So
I'm quite partial to a chocolate milkshake though. That's like my favorite thing.
Okay. Just as we're talking about that, we're just starting to see Marine's got down to 22 seconds. Lightbringer's on over a minute. He's got a big clock advantage there. It's 3 seconds increment, so you can survive, but he's just started to make it a little bit complicated by playing this pawn break e4. And he's really going for it here. And come on, Lightbringer of the Goats.
Come on,
son.
Remember what I taught you. It's the other way around now.
I mean, this is his opportunity. Can't get better. Don't use too much time though here. You've got to play quick. And do you know what? Keeping it, I think that's a good decision actually. Takes the space, attacks a knight, and doesn't make it complicated. He just needs to shuffle his pieces, try and work that time down of Marine without doing anything stupid. Right? That's what he's got to do, and I think he can do it here. He maybe needs to activate this bishop though, because the dark squared pawns are going to block it in quite a lot. So he needs to find a decent diagonal. There's kind of like a route. He's gone aggressive. There's a route round to d6. The knight here is like kind of looking at this pawn, but he can't attack it again in any way. And it's just a simple double up on this file. Rook b2 is threatened. Oh no, look at his time.
I know. I was just looking at the time. This is going to get.
He's got to play quicker. Just play a move. Rook b1. Swap off all rooks. Take away the danger. He's gone rook b1, which is good. This is good.
Quick moves, quick moves. Get that time back up.
Exchanges, he might lose the a pawn at when the rooks exchange, but that's okay. That's okay. It's only one pawn. It's not the end of the world. He's got chances. Like if he can get his queen like into here and then into here, check. That's why Marine's not taking it. He was scared of the queen infiltration. It gives him now a chance to get back into this game. Simply defending the pawn. This is it. This is it, Lightbringer. He's abandoned the b file though. Now he can't ever threaten to get down as he puts another pawn on the dark square to block his bishop in. He's going for it. He's going for it. That's it. He's got the attack. He's going for him.
He's going for it.
This could be it. don't play bishop here and get checkmated on e1. That's the one thing that you don't do. That's the kind of thing. The checks come in. Is he picking up a bishop there? He's picked up a whole bishop. He's got loads of checks coming his way. No, he's blocked with the bishop queen. He's lost the bishop again, and it's checkmate. No. Oh, Lightbringer, you came so close. What a shame. You did not deserve that finish. You did not deserve that finish at all. That
Absolutely
was just
not.
That was just heartbreaking for him. Absolutely heartbreaking.
So Esports Wales have said apparently fillet of fish is a wrong order from McDonald's.
Oh, okay. Slightly more important than what we're talking about.
Yes.
I think I agree there. If you see somebody ordering that, then yeah, you've got to be asking questions about, do you want to speak to them ever again, sort of thing. I mean, this is great play by Lightbringer. He's playing against somebody here that's a really good player over the board. Beat Bullenov, Marine did the other week over the board, and yet here he is. Queen here. So this is quite interesting. The queen actually attacks the knight. He brought his bishop back to attack the bishop instead, because if he does bishop takes bishop, then he can just do. So if he does bishop takes bishop, he can actually just do knight takes bishop and nothing's lost. And actually, this earlier idea of playing b4 and c5 really gained him a lot of space, and it just made his position quite easy to deal with. And he's played a fantastic game here. He's taken Marine the full distance, who, by the way, is likely to finish top of this group and go into the Prem, and he can be really proud of this. And it's just this move here, when he takes the pawn here, he just did, knowing the checkmate patterns and the ideas, bishop block, just allowed the queen to the back rank. Okay, he chose a1 instead, it's the same thing, because when you block with the bishop, it's going to be checkmate. He just moves his king here, then he's a piece up. He's probably going to get perpetual checked into a draw. Maybe you could go queen a check and pick up the knight and we could play on, but it's dangerous for black to do that, because you can snaffle the c6 pawn and then your c5 pawn is really quick. So we had a great chance here, but no, so unlucky. I am gutted for you. What a fantastic game that you played there, and you did not deserve to lose that one.
No, I agree. That was a good game of chess to watch then.
Yeah, and again, he's in it here, but we're going to switch around because we do have some other games going on. So let's just have a quick look at check into Ethan RJ against Welsh Wayne. Ethan RJ is the huge favourite in this one, and I think he's actually just. I mean, it's closer than actually I expected.
Yeah.
Welsh, these weaker players, like, we're giving over 1,000 points in rating here. You expect an absolute slaughter. And I look at this position, I'm thinking, how does Ethan RJ actually win this game?
Yeah, that's what, just analysing quickly. It is. Like...
I'm just looking at this, thinking, what does he do? Okay, maybe now, because the king moved away. The king needed to keep control over this pawn, and now I can see how he loses it, because this pawn's just going to run down the board. And the connected pawns for white here. The problem is the bishop doesn't support this pawn, so whenever he plays d4, he's going to lose it. So he can't. His pawns are immobile. He had to keep his king in the corner. But I'll tell you what, Welsh Wayne's put up a good fight here. This is just game over now. a6, a7 just wins, I think. Okay, he chose there was a tactic. Missed it. If you play a6 here, it doesn't work. d5 check with a discovered attack on the rook. But actually, you can just do king takes bishop. And even if d3, it doesn't even matter. One, you can go pawn forward and you actually queen with check, so you're fine. Or you could just go rook here and just take the d pawn and you stop it. So I'm assuming here that this is game over very soon. Yeah, okay, this is game now. Ethan RJ is going to pick up the victory there. I tell you what, so that's just for 1-0. But I tell you what, over 1,000 points in rating. This is why the Welsh Esports League is in existence, though, because we get the opportunities for the lower rated players to really give those higher rated players a good game, and just confirmation
give them a run for their money.
Yeah, they are, and just confirmation Ethan RJ did win that game. As we join the main matchup of this round, which is Decode against Avachgala, the winner of this game goes into the top two. The loser will have to settle for third place, I think. I'm not 100% on the groups, but I think that's the case. So it's a very important match, and Avachgala has got a 1-0 head start. Looks like he won that. Where we were talking about that boring endgame earlier?
Yeah.
That's the one that he won. So we can maybe have a look back at how he won that. But we're joining this game, this second game, where they both got plenty of time. There's 1 pawn extra for Decode, is that right? Yeah, he's got a pawn
yes. Up. Yeah, he's pawn up.
But the knight is very dangerous in amongst the king. But I'm a bit concerned that the knight can't move to any squares safely. Maybe it can go to e7, which would get swapped off. But, well, it probably wouldn't get swapped off. But the knight can be very dangerous. The bishop's not really doing too much at the moment. These pawns are all on dart squares. So the bishop is ripe and ready to take them. So I'd expect a really tough game here. I mean, okay, if he can get this pawn to here, that would be game, surely.
Yeah.
But he just can't get it past. The rook's going to stay here at the moment. It's not going to move off that. Mind you, hang on. What happens with the king f1? King f1, rook check, king f2, bishop back away. Oh, he's just won a second pawn. Deco could be leveling up this match. Oh, no, but hang on. Bishop takes pawn. Oh, it's just not there for him. This is looking very drawish unless somebody blunders. I can't even see how he saves this actually now.
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering as well.
Needed to use his time there that he had. Needed to use it there to just get that right. He grabbed a pawn, didn't he? So he saw at the bishop here. He saw he had this fork. And he just forgot that actually at the end, bishop takes f4. And now he's the one that's in trouble for losing the extra pawn that he had. This could be his win. So this looks like it's the Vanchgal has put up some good defense here from being a pawn down.
Yeah, I think seeing this now is good. It's going to turn interesting, isn't it? I think for this final bit.
Yeah,
interested to see sort of how they play. Because if I was looking at this myself, I'd be going, what? I'd be going, what do I do?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, to be honest, that it's going to be the draw is the most likely thing, but the problem is when you're playing blitz chess, people can just play and play and play until you blunder. So you could go on for another 5 minutes, for example, even another 10 minutes.
Especially playing on a computer or a phone, you could easily accidentally put it in the wrong place.
Yeah, that's what's likely to happen.
Especially when you're trying to play quick.
And you could easily make him... Oh, there's an interesting line here. Like, rook here check would nearly blunder a piece to king e6, because the king attacks both pieces, the knight and the rook. But you've actually got knight d4 check to win their rook back. But at the end, when you take the rook, the bishop still takes the pawn, and it's just knight and 2 versus bishop and 2. And maybe they'll just move around forever and ever and ever until they get to the 50 move rule and claim a draw. So that's not looking too good. What are the other matches as well here as we're waiting for Decode to make a move? So we've got Ethan RJ 1-0 up against Welsh Wayne. And then we also have Welsh Tiger against Fard was meant to be on, but Fard's not here for the first half an hour or so. And I don't really know what's going on with that.
Well, I think it said half an hour to an hour, didn't he? I think.
I see. I mean, well, if it's an hour, then it's just a default win, surely.
Yeah, it's 1 point for every 15 minutes. I was reading John said so.
Starting at 1-0 after half an hour, it should be 2-0, surely. I mean, the Welsh Tigers
would be starting 1-0, etc. So it would go 1-2-3. I think after every 15 minutes. Obviously, if it reaches the full hour, I mean, if it reaches 45 minutes anyway, isn't it? It's defaulted win, realistically.
Oh, I see. So every 15 minutes, we're going to class as a 1-0 victory. So if it gets to after half past, then it will start it at 2-0, and only play the last 2 games. Okay. I mean, it's a bit bad that you can actually turn up at 29 minutes past and only start 1-0 behind. I mean, actually, somebody could actually do that as a troll, right? You could actually start. Yeah. You can actually go, do you know what? I'm just going to mess with my opponent, turn up 29 minutes late, and be only 1-0 down.
I mean, you do see this in actual chess, don't you? Where people walk away from the board and things. It's a mental game at the end of the day.
Yeah, but the clock starts and you're down on time.
The clock starts, yeah.
Whereas here we're not starting the clock. Which is different, and we do get this endgame, knight and 2 against bishop and 2, which should be completely drawn. But we're going to stay with it though, because there's only 20 seconds for Decode, and it's a case of this is a pivotal match, and this is very important. So we'll see what time Fard turns up. But we also have your boy Lightbringer against a Marine of so the Goats versus the Pirates. Marines likely to finish top of the group. Took that 1-0 victory there. That fantastic finish, and he's actually he's 2-0 up now as well against your boy.
Ooh.
So I'll say your boy. He's also my boy as well, right?
Yeah, he's also your boy as well.
We could say he's everybody's boy, couldn't we?
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't like that.
No.
But, I mean, oh, hang on. There's a bishop. Hang on. Is there a bishop that's just been taken there? Oh, hang on. But he's just going to take the pawn and it's going to be a draw. Okay, so not enough checkmating material. We have a draw. You can't win with just a knight. And these guys go to game 3, decode down, 1.5 to half, as we're waiting for him to play his first moves. Okay, the Scandinavian, really dangerous weapon on this one. So, okay, let's just have a look. So let's, I think Ethan RJ as well is battling away against Welsh Wayne. That first game was very hard for him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Much harder than he wanted. And he's, sorry, what? Is that a win for Welsh Wayne?
Yeah.
Hang on.
It is.
What?
What have we missed?
What have we missed? What happened? Is this Welsh Wayne's best ever victory? He lost to Fard in an Armageddon earlier. Probably thought, do you know what? And luck's not with it, but he's been playing some over the board chess. And okay, this is okay. So Ethan RJ here with G5 is being a little bit. It's aggressive, nothing wrong with it, but maybe it's not best. Okay, there's nothing wrong with this at the moment. Okay, so Ethan RJ is just completely winning here. He's a pawn up. I even saw this position when I was clicking around. How on earth has he turned this round? So the 2 bishops for black, pawn up. This is cruising. Absolutely cruising. I mean, like he's even able to prise this bishop away from the G file to even put some more pressure down here, which is why Rook F2 had to be played. He castles. Oh, he blunders a mate in 1. Bishop D4. And then he comes down with Rook B8 mate. Oh, Welsh Wayne. Welsh Wayne of the pit ponies. The knight is covering the D7 square. The bishop on G3 protecting the rook. What a finish. What a comeback. And I tell you what, he deserved that.
Yeah, he absolutely did that. 23 moves as well.
I mean, we've actually seen, though, quite a few of this. Lightbringer against Marine in that last game, they are pressurizing these higher-rated players. And maybe, I'm not saying that Ethan RJ switched off, but, he maybe would play differently if it was the Welsh Tiger that he just played. He might have played the game just in a little bit more of a different way. But I mean, full credit to Welsh Wayne. Absolutely amazing. Really pleased for you that you've got probably your highest ever rated victory. It might even be your highest ever rated victory ever in your life right now that we've just seen. That RJ is rated higher than me. He's 25.45 there at the moment. I think I'm in the 2400s or something like that. That is how good a victory that is. That is brilliant. Really, really pleased for him. I hope to meet him one day, actually.
Big congratulations.
Yeah. And,
all around. I think that's going to be the standout game.
Well, it's a standout checkmate for sure. Moment. But I mean, we've had some fantastic Armageddon matches. I think Welsh Tigers' Armageddon victory against Ethan RJ as well has been good. So Ethan RJ dropping a couple of games here. Hang on, he's having to think here as well. Is he also not happy with his position here either? He's not happy here. Bishop takes bishop was obviously going to come to that. Okay, so he's got 2 pieces against the rook, so the 2 pieces should be good. So I think that this was just a key moment here. B3 happened, bishop E4 takes the knight. Yeah, and the problem is that this is loose now because the knight was holding the bishop, which was being attacked by the bishop. The knight got removed, and then when he took the rook, the problem is nothing has changed. And here, if Welsh Wayne just takes this one, then he loses an entire piece. And in the game he took this one, and therefore he loses this one here. And even though he gets the rook, unfortunately, 2 pieces are not going to be able to stand up. No. Sorry, a rook's not going to be able to stand up to 2 pieces. Tell you what, as well, we will just switch over because I think there's still some work to do here. But we'll switch over to Marine against Lightbringer. So this is the Pirates against the Goats. Marine's just got a really nasty fork against your boy.
Yeah,
Our
I just
boy.
saw that straight away.
Nasty fork. But you know what? This is what I want to see from him. Took both rooks doubled. Bishop here, bishop here. The queen was actually out on g3. This was super aggressive. This is how you're going to pick up your points. Unfortunately, just not quite good enough there, though. And he's just lost it. So I'm just wondering back here. Like, we look at this position. Right, hang on. 2 pawns over there. 3 pawns each over here. 3 minor piece. Hang on, is he a piece down here? He's a piece down.
Yes, yeah.
He's a piece down there. So, and he's just given that one up. So, hang on, I'm going to go back to that game, actually, because I just want to have a look at that, how he lost the piece. And they joined the 4th game, and Marine takes a 3-0 lead, as you'd expect, to be fair, with the ratings. So, hang on, where are we? So, how did they lose a piece in the first place?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I want to know where he lost.
Where did the piece go? So d5. Oh, d5. Oh, that's. So the queen attacks the rook, and the pawn attacks the knight.
Yeah.
So unlucky.
It's picking which one you want, isn't it? Well, you'd have a rook no matter what, really, wouldn't you? So.
Yeah, but it's in positions like this though that you've got to play the game, right? You've got, like, here he chose to save the rook, but after takes. Yes, he's got a bit of an attack on the king, but you're still an entire piece down. And actually, a better way of going about things is you've got to take some stuff off here. I'm just wondering which way around I'd do it. So here, can you probably get away with pawn takes pawn even? The problem is there's an extra problem. Yeah. You lose the rook, and I was thinking, well, you at least get the knight for it, but you don't because you lose the bishop.
Yeah.
So actually, it does work, though. We can actually just play bishop g3. And this move comes with tempo. You haven't got the check on e3 with the queen because the knight's on it. The pawn covers this square as well. So the queen's got to move away somewhere. Even if it comes to trade queens or whatever it does, you then take the knight, and you get to this position. Yes, you're a pawn down and an exchange down, which means a rook for a knight in this case. But you've got the same amount of pieces. You can still fight on here. Whereas in what he did, his choice of just giving the knight up for a pawn, that there's no coming back from this. Black's just going to swap off, make sure he doesn't get checkmated, and it's game over. So, okay, unfortunately
and that sadly means that we are not going through. The goats aren't.
So that means that we might actually spend some more time with...
He might be here next week.
He might be here next week.
Here.
And I tell you what, for a match that's battling for number 2, Devanch and Decode, you could have chosen some more exciting games, boys. I mean, we're here in another endgame. What are they doing? They're just swapping every single piece off, and then playing an endgame. I mean, what? And Decode's. I mean, he's a point down, but is he? I think he's picking up this pawn. If the king goes back to e2, then he's actually got the h2 pawn. Devanch pawns are doubled on the a file as well, so this is huge advantage to Decode in this position. Absolutely huge. Okay, so Fard hasn't shown up yet, so 2-0 to the Welsh Tiger.
Yeah, 2-0. We'll have to wait and see on that one, won't we?
Yeah, we will, yeah. There's still a lot of technical work here to do for Decode, though, to win this. He's probably best swapping rooks. Don't know why he hasn't swapped rooks there. You need to just take the sting out of the game. For example, there, like back here, what he could do is he could just take the rook off. Just look how quick this H pawn goes. You don't want to push it too far, so probably even playing G6 next move and just keeping it on H5. But you at least want your opponent thinking that it's going. So the king has to race. King races over here to try and save it. Then you start really playing. You put your pawn on G6 to keep it solid. You put your pawn on C6, and then you start to invade with your king. You get your king up to this E4 square if you can do. Probably at least D5. Maybe E4 is a bit like if White's king maybe stays on E4 on F3, then it covers the E4 square. You bring your king up. You play it slowly, everything's defended, then you start to activate your rook. And that's how you win this game. Maybe an eventual c5 pawn break. but he's just kept the rooks on, and it's just kind of like a habit of his to stay active. And look at this now, and the pawns are good. It's still good. He's finally swapped rooks off, and it's okay. Good here because he's got the connected pawns, but this pawn could cause him an issue. I'd have preferred to play with more control. That's the difference, isn't it? The control is what I want, whereas I don't think Decode wants any control. It feels like he wants chaos.
Organized chaos.
Organized chaos, yeah.
I don't mind a bit of that. I say I don't mind it. Mine's probably not organized.
It gets hot for me, by the way, because this corner of the room here is where the sun goes around. This
I feel that my window doesn't open properly. So.
Oh no! So you're suffering as well.
Yeah, I'm also suffering because we can't have a fan on because it makes too much sound.
Yeah, and my fan switched off as well because of that.
Yeah, no, I'm also suffering.
And I tell you what, we put a real shift in tonight. No breaks as well.
Yeah,
this is.
I was just thinking that.
I tell you what, it's becoming a real. I've also got a bad back, so sometimes I can't sit properly, but I'm actually okay. Bringing out all the excuses now. I was also eating at McDonald's earlier as well. That's why I wasn't really good.
Yeah, I was also eating McDonald's as well.
I was traveling in a taxi too, and that was also why I wasn't ready. At least I didn't order a fillet of fish though.
No, that's the main thing. Yeah. That would be a dire combo then.
It would. I just want these two to play an exciting game. I mean, I can appreciate endgames, right? I love this kind of technical aspect of chess. This is my kind of not dream. It's maybe I'd prefer a couple more pieces on, but I do enjoy it. But it's very sorry, we're missing some moves here because I've just lost the live thing here. I think he messed it up. Has he messed this up? I think he's okay.
I think he's okay here.
It's very close to being drawn. Decode was winning this, and he's very close to being drawn here. I think he's maybe just. Oh, he's played King D7. Hang on a minute. Just refresh. We want to join it live, don't we? Let's not go back. So he's played King D7. The pawn can't go forward. He's just literally. The problem is, if he takes here, he's going to lose the pawn on H2, and it's going to be 3 against 3. But White's pawns are so ragged, so he's got to organize it right that he can win one of those. If he can win the D pawn, then that's a winning endgame. But it's like if Devansh Gala can try and win one of these, then that could be. Okay, this could be it. Oh no, there's a check on that. There's a check at the end. If he takes on D4, he takes on H2, he takes on E7. Rook H7 check picks up the B pawn. This could be drawing.
As you say.
Yeah, and I think Devansh Gala's escaped. I think he's escaped here.
He's been sly.
The only thing that's maybe against him is king is cut off from getting over. So this pawn, even though he's not pawn up at the moment, this pawn is. I don't think that white king's in the right spot. I think he's going to find it very difficult to stop that pawn going forward. Although rook to the side here, and
I like how we're saying it wasn't interesting. Now we're sat here going.
Yeah, what's going on? I just sorry, something else just caught my eye as well. I think unfortunately Lightbringer has lost his queen in the last game against Marine, so that's heading to a 4-0 victory.
He didn't blunder his queen, did he?
He got pinned to his king by a bishop on the diagonal. Unfortunately,
I'm sorry to say it, but that is his trademark move.
Oh, that's his special move, is it? Right, I see. I'll just also check in on Ethan RJ, who was 1-1 against Welsh Wayne as well. I'm pretty sure that would have made him angry that's happened. And he's 2-1 up now, Ethan RJ is.
He's coming for the kill now.
Well, he's also trapped Welsh Wayne's king into the centre. If this match wasn't so important, then I'll actually flip to it because it's more exciting. It's a more exciting position. But this endgame is very tight, very close. And he's got to move his rook there. He can't allow it to be captured. And maybe just rook b2 here, just picks up the a2 pawn. keeps chipping away, but winning the actual A2 pawn doesn't necessarily guarantee a win. Oh, can he swap to a winning king and pawn endgame now? Can he just take that rook off? I don't know if that... I think... No, it wouldn't have been. Because the pawns have doubled. Wouldn't have been winning. Wow.
The clock's getting close here.
It is for Decode, who's normally very quick, isn't he?
Yeah.
And with this king actually getting back in front of this pawn here, then I think Devansh Gala is going to be the happier one of the two. Although, oh no, he's gone past. He's gone past. This is winning. Oh no, rook check. Rook check. He can't go in front of the pawn. He just loses it. Rook b6 check here. Yeah. I don't think he should have done that. Now, he's got the king cut off. The king can't join, so he can go see. He can move his pawn all the way up to c2 if he wants. The king's just going to join him. Hang on, I've got some messages come through. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so Fard's not shown up, so I think Welsh Tiger's going to get the default victory there. We're approaching the minute mark, aren't we, now? This is going to be drawn.
So then we're going to have a very
Rook b1! Oh no, he's got check. He's got check. He can give check. King b3, he can give another check. He's got unlimited checks.
I'm leading forward here.
He can't escape the checks. Can't escape. Decode will be devastated because that was literally that was the game in his hands. He could have leveled up this match, and he's going to get one more chance to do so to take it to Armageddon. That is absolutely huge. Let's just go back and have a quick look at that, because that was absolutely massive. That hold by Devansh Gala there. I mean, endgames can be... Okay, there were actually pieces on the board at the start, look. In this game, there were actually some pieces on. We're looking at it from Devansh Gala's team. So actually here, the knight came out to a3, so it was a deliberate ploy by Devansh Gala to give himself these doubled A pawns. And his pawns are just so ruined here. He hasn't got any activity for it, so I would have thought that this position was absolutely really good for Decode. Okay, this move here, just exploiting the pin on the rook. And we saw more pieces get swapped off. A better position for Decode here. The pawn structure is so much better. This is the moment that he picks up a pawn. And then we saw that this endgame came into here as well. This is great. So I think Ethan RJ has also won against Welsh Wayne 3-1. Well done to both of you. Ethan RJ is going to qualify for the top bracket. Welsh Wayne, you'll also qualify for a bracket because you finished in third or fourth. So well done to you for picking up a point against Ethan RJ. But this game here, I'm pretty sure... Hang on. So here, after this, for some reason, he went here and just dropped this pawn.
Yeah.
So he could have just carried on, actually. Guess here? Maybe here. And actually, this is just one for Decode. I mean, this is the next move. And you can't even go rook h1 because just g2. You can't take it. So that would have been go over. So he blunders a pawn here with rook h8. So that's the first one. And this is still, I think this is still one here. This looks good, actually. Don't mind this.
Why is Lightbringer coming to me saying, can I dial in for 5 minutes?
Well, I tell you what, you can say yes if he's going to bring you a McDonald's. Like here, I didn't like this move, king c4. I think this is bad because it allowed this king at the moment. It's called, like in football when you shoulder barge somebody. I think there's a German guy called Carsten Muller. He calls it the body check. When you're using your king to shield the other king from coming over. This king wants to come back here, whereas your king at the moment stopping it. So here I'd be blocking with the rook. And then it just keeps this king over. The rook's got to move again. We get a chance to move the pawn forward. This would have been a good winning attempt. He gets his king over there, and Black just gets his pieces just stuck in the middle. Like, could he have taken this rook and I think that's drawn though. So it's drawn here. So it is drawn here. Yeah, so taking's no good. So it's good by Devansh Gala. And did he have this one at the end? I've put the computer on just to check. And John can maybe answer Welsh Tiger in the chat to see if he should keep waiting for Fard. I don't think he should. I think he should go. So this is winning here at this moment. This is drawn here. Drawn if he plays Rook F2. Or any Rook anywhere. Rook G2, Rook H2, Rook F2. Rook B6 loses because he should keep the pawn with A5. Absolutely gutted for him, and he takes, and then it's drawn now. Because yeah, you cut the king off. Okay, well played, Devansh Gala, and we'll see. So did Marine against Lightbringer finish as well? I think it did, didn't it? Yeah, we said that. So it's 4-0 to Marine.
He's asking for a post-match interview.
Post-match interview?
Yes, I've asked John, and we can ask him what he had for McDonald's.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Bring him on. Bring him on if
we can get him on. If we can
accommodate.
He may not be able to have his face, but we can cash you, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll leave Decode against Devansh Gala on critical match. Devansh Gala 2-1 up, just needing half a point here to close it out. Are we streaming tonight?
Let's find out.
Do we need to go to break?
Break?
To intermission to set him up.
I don't know. I would not know. I'm asking now. We may not be allowed to yet. We'll confirm. We'll wait and see.
It might be a case that we would be allowed to, but because it's hit him, they're not allowing him to.
Yeah. Oh, he's working on it.
But I think it would be a bit cruel, seeing as he's just been eliminated from the tournament.
He's coming on. He's coming on.
He's coming on.
He's coming on.
He's coming on.
He's coming on.
Oh, he's going to be so giddy, isn't he?
He is. He's going to find it funny. Oh, I can't wait for him to experience all the things we have to say to him.
Yeah, I've got some questions to ask him actually, because I think he was so close with Marine, wasn't he? I'm getting that.
Yeah,
and that's what we want to give them opportunity to do, because that would have been Marine's been playing for ages. You're talking decades. He's a real good player. Travelled abroad to play chess as well. He's a real quality player. Puts a lot of work in, and for him to get that close. And of course, pleased for Welsh Wayne getting the win against Ethan RJ. That's the kind of result that we're looking for. He might have lost the match, but should be really proud. And actually here, this is looking very drawish again, but Decode looks like he's close to picking up a pawn. Look how quickly he did this then, right? Rook takes queen, and immediately Decode sees, I can win this pawn if I move the knight out of the way. But he's just a bit too quick to do it, and he forgets that actually the knight is now attacking this pawn back. And so now he's already committed to playing e4, which means that the d pawn could be loose in the future as well. He had his setup here with the pawns like this. This is super solid, right? You can't break this, or very unlikely. So what he could try and do is maybe maneuver his knight into d7 to try and win this pawn or something like that and go a clean pawn up. Or do it somehow that, when he pushes the pawn, the knight can't attack it, or it will be defended. He just goes too soon, and now he's having to think. He's in the tank now. Have we got Lightbringer with us yet?
He said something about the dog, so he's just doing the dog quickly, and then he'll be here. I'm interested to see what he has to say for himself. Are we going to get the excuses? He's on his way. You're about to have the first live post-match interview about McDonald's on Welsh Esports Wales. I think that's an exclusive. That's a first.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. What should we ask him just to try and make him laugh?
Oh, that's a good question. Do we try to make him laugh, or do we try to wind him up a bit?
No, I don't know.
It's a good question. What could we ask him?
Yeah, well, I think, to be honest, I've actually been impressed.
I have as well. So
I don't want to tell.
No.
I don't want to tell him that.
No. We don't tell him that. No.
We don't tell him that. I don't want to tell him that at all.
No.
So actually, we're actually finished, aren't we? Apart from this match, this is the last match to go of the group stages. Ethan RJ's beaten Welsh Wayne 3-1 up to the Artists. He's going to finish second in the group after losing to the Welsh Tiger in Armageddon. Tiger's going to finish top for the Sea Dragons, their new signing, going to finish in first place. And really, we don't know who they're going to play yet, because I think it's going to be one of these two. Decode has to win this last game, and he's trying everything he's got so he can finish in the top two for the Wizards against the new player, the debutant Devanch Gala. What a find of the... he's playing representing the Dragons RFC, who, by the way, the Tiger used to represent. So there's story within a story here.
It's a small old world. Oh, have to wait and see now. Who is it going to come to? Or are we going to have our final Armageddon we wish for?
I mean, we do, but I mean, I do also need a break. I need,
to be fair, I haven't had tea yet myself, so I am actually thinking McDonald's myself now.
Well, okay, you definitely got to go to McDonald's. In fact, I think Lightbringer owes you at McDonald's. I don't know how close you are, but
yeah, that's good. Actually, no, we're quite far apart, so.
I think Devanch Gala is just trying to halve this out here. Look at where his pieces are. Back to the super solid setup. And that beep, does that sound like a Lightbringer?
That tone, I heard it.
It's just Discord join tone, is it?
Oh, no. The echo.
Oh, my echo.
The echo is terrible.
What do I need to do? What have I broken?
Oh, there you go.
Have I fixed myself?
Yep.
How do I look? Do I look all right? Sorry, there's a big box. I got a new monitor recently to help out with... What was the event I did for you recently? Help commentate for you? What was it? The counties or something?
Yeah, the counties.
Yeah.
We can't see you, by the way, on stream. We can only hear you.
No one wants that. That's fine. You're not missing out.
We're not missing out. Okay, that's all right then.
That's fine.
Well, first, I mean, Lightbringer, how was your... Obviously, you've been eliminated, I'm afraid, at the group stages.
Yeah, whatever.
Hugely disappointed.
Excuse me.
I know you are.
We'll have
to
none
not
of
go
that.
through.
No,
remember who's sitting here?
You know what I will say? I've been in what I like to call my chess slump recently. But I feel like I played some good chess today. I'm happy with that. That's the important part, right?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you've got your team manager here, and you're being flippant. I mean, Floshy, are you going to discipline him in some way for that flippancy?
The thing is about the goats is we're here to spread the love of the game more than anything. That's our priority, right?
Yeah, that is our motto.
I'm here for one reason only, to spread the love of Welsh Esports and bring spotlight to it. And if I could do that by blundering my queen in nearly every game I play, I will do that every time. And I'd rather, and it means I get to come chatting out with you guys a bit more. And obviously, there's the thing.
Oh, for God's sake!
We might get stuck with you, might we?
You're definitely going to get stuck with me.
There's going to be 3 of us.
It's actually a positive thing, because I'm here next week, but in 2 weeks' time, I'll be playing in the British Championships, and my game will most likely go on past 7 o'clock. So you two might be needed, guys, to actually step in and run the final for me.
Are you saying there's going to be a GOATS takeover for ESW chess?
Yeah, I'm hearing a GOATS takeover.
Yeah, it could be, and you'd actually have to start the games as well.
I did that before. I think it went all right.
Yeah, it can be okay. I mean, you're better at all this coding stuff as well. I just want to ask you actually, Lightbringer, because you've obviously played some really good players here. I think you, actually, when we look at the ratings and I look at the over the board ratings, I think you were up against it anyway.
Yes.
But I just want to know what was going through your mind when you had that position against Marine. You're up on the clock. He was down to
that game. And it's literally the second I touched my bishop and I moved it, I was like, hang on a second, I recognize this from Puzzle Rush. And I was like, hang on a second. Like literally the second I moved it, I got into a position, and it wasn't that I doubted that I was better. I felt like I was much better. But I think I just spent too long trying to figure out exactly how I'm gonna convert where I was, because I'm getting someone who's a lot better than me, someone who literally has like given me advice and analysed games for me. Like the Welsh Championships, he helped me analyse, not my Welsh, one of the Congresses, he was helping me analyse my game. So I was like, he's gonna know his stuff, and then it's just better knowledge of the mating pattern, right? Like the second you give someone who's 2000 rated an inch, they'll take a mile, right?
Yes, we definitely will.
I'm just going to cut in really quickly, and apparently there looks to be a tiebreaker in the group because there is tied points. So
really,
well, it looks of it. Obviously, we're just going to go wait to get all the points for the balance of things. It'll go to how many rounds have won, lost, as well. But if that's still on the same, it's a head-to-head.
So where is this actually going to be relevant though? We've got quite a lot of points missing, haven't we, at the moment, for the group stages to be updated. I should imagine that it's probably Group B that we're talking about, right? Because
it's Decode. Decode's the one who's asked. So,
but hang on, hasn't Marine won all of his matches in Group B for the Pirates?
Yes, I think so.
He's definitely first, right?
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, Dragons RFC, French Scarlet, and Wizards, haven't they both lost to Marine but won all of their other games?
I think so.
So in round one, Decode he beat the Puffins, Wizards beat the Puffins. In Dragons RFC lost to Marine. In round two, Decode beat yourself, Lightbringer. Wizards beat the Goats, and Dragons RFC beat the Puffins. In round three, which was today, we had Savant Scarlet beating yourself, Lightbringer, and the Goats.
Sensing a theme.
Noticing a theme there, yeah. But then in round four, we then had that was round three. Yeah, Wizards Decode beats Singapore Sling of the Pirates. The other two weren't those two, because there was a bye, so therefore they had a bye today. Yes, they've won all of their games apart from this one because they're playing against each other. So whoever wins this match will go second. Okay. And I mean, we're joining it. Decode's down to 10 seconds, by the way, and Devanchgal is down to 26 seconds, and there's only one pawn in it. And actually, Devanchgal missed a trick there. If he'd have actually just done Knight takes pawn, that's actually a draw.
I was going to say, I'm surprised he didn't play for a draw, especially when they're... I mean, when Devanchgal win as well if he gets the draw now as well in terms of points out of best of four?
Yeah. He's trying to draw. Oh, hang on. Are they drawing? Is this repetition here? He's got to go King F3. Is that repetition? That's it. 91's repetition. Draw.
Yeah.
Devanchgal goes free. Wow. Well, I tell you what, Devanchgal has pretty much been losing in most of those endgames against Decode, and he's held all of them. So, fair play to him. What an absolute find this season. He takes himself through to what I believe is the top two in the group, and I believe that Decode will be relegated to the championship division. He'll probably finish in third, alongside the Puffins Singapore Sling, who will be his going through to his first matchup. So just doing a little bit of a refresh here. The points aren't all in.
They're starting to be added, though, by the looks of it. Starting to be added, yes. Starting to see them being added slowly but surely. But I know how people have finished. So the artists, Sea Dragons will finish first in Group A. Artists will finish second because Welsh Tiger beat Ethan RJ in that amazing Armageddon with a Queen on G3, or no, Rook on G3, Queen on F3, or whatever way around it was. What a fantastic match! And then I think actually as well here. Hang on, we've got Wolfhounds and Pit Ponies. Fard beat Welshie Wayne of the Pit Ponies, didn't he? So Wolfhounds will finish third, and Pit Ponies will finish fourth. And then in this group we'll have Marine of the Pirates finishing first. He won all his matches. Then we'll have Devanchgal of the Dragons RFC. They will finish second, and so they'll go through to play against Welsh Tiger next week, and we'll have Marine playing against Ethan RJ of the Artists. And then finishing third, I believe it will be Decode of the Wizards.
He will play against Welsh Wayne of the Pit Ponies, and the Puffins Singapore Sling will play against Wolfhounds Fard next week in the semi-finals of those brackets, of the champ brackets too. So yeah, I mean, in my head it's all right. I'm just hoping that all the numbers come out like that when it's all finally said and done. But okay, how have you found that tonight, Floshy?
It's been a experience. So obviously, for myself, I've not actually really watched. I've watched a lot of classical chess. I've not watched a lot of blitz play and things like that. So it's interesting to see this side of things for myself as well. And I've also not watched really an online tournament as such properly.
Yeah. So
it's been a good experience, and tell you what, it's been good fun to see some of those underdogs come through and win a game.
Yeah. And do you know what? I think one of our favourite moments is probably watching Lightbringer your game against Marine when you were up on the clock. You had a slight space advantage. Okay, the position was probably drawn at best, but you were really pushing against somebody who is, like you said, he's gone through your games. What's your obviously you're eliminated now, I'm afraid. Hopefully you'll join us on the,
of course
the stream
I'm not
in the next couple of weeks. We can't get rid of you. You're like a bad smell.
You've tried. No, it's not happening. The goats tried as well. I just kept showing up. I'm joking.
What was your favourite moment of your tournament so far?
I think I mostly just enjoyed the fact that, I think my first round, I can't even remember my first round. That was against Decode, and
were you eating McDonald's set as well?
No, I wasn't. I think that's made a massive difference. First of all, mozzarella dippers I think are really important to my chess ability. I decided that, so I'm going to be bringing them to every tournament I go to in future. But again,
I don't know how to tell you this.
Against Decode, those were just some messy games. But I feel like I today especially, I felt like I was playing all right chess. I got some good positions, and I actually, it was something you posted on Instagram recently, which is like, it was about just don't be confident and play to win. Don't. I think you said it to me a few times as well. It's like, it doesn't matter what the rating is, just play to win. Like, don't play just because someone's so much better than you. And I think even Bullen said, I think quite a lot of people probably said it to me actually. Like, just because they're so much better than you, and that shows here. I was playing people 2000. I beat someone else who I beat Scott at one point. Who my chess.com account I think is lower rated than I am, but it's still there's still a 400 or 500 rating difference. I still came away with a win because he made a mistake, right?
But Singapore Sling he's underrated on chess.com as well. 100%. I think he's much better, and he's clearly playing some very attacking chess in his games and not using any time, but just going full blown for it, right?
The bird every game.
The bird every game.
But they're good. They're good actually, maybe to copy for Blitz chess, which is really good. I've just seen in the chat actually. So Devansh Gala he just won that match against Decode. Such a nervy match, 2.5, 1.5, great defense. Just I was literally shaking in the last game. That is what I want. That is what I want. The nerves. I want them to be, going all the way through you as
giving
you're
it
trying
their
to play.
all.
And I think Decode said he did mouse slip when he was winning that third game and blundered that pawn, apparently. But I mean, that's just Blitz chess though, right? I mean, online Blitz chess. That's what happens. So fantastic matchup, both of them, and I look forward to seeing them go further in the competition too. Brilliant, absolutely amazing. Right, well, thanks very much, guys. Lightbringer for playing and joining us at this moment, and Floshy, thank you very much for joining us on the stream tonight as well.
No, it's been an absolute pleasure.
You'll both probably be involved in the next couple of weeks as well at some point too, and great to have you on board there. And unfortunately the goats are out of the tournament, but we got two goats obviously here. You bring the vibes.
This is the thing. The goats are never really out.
The goats are never really out.
We're never really out. We're always here.
Do you deliberately get eliminated so you can do the stream? Is that what it is?
To be fair, the last two times I played, I defaulted my way through to the finals both times. Remember? I don't know.
Well,
I was winning.
We've had one default this time, but I don't think we're going to have that now over the next couple of weeks. People are getting more involved, so we were starting to understand a bit better, starting to get the structure behind it. But thank you very much for both of you for being so involved and joining us as well. But thanks for everybody that's watching, and good luck to those that are in the finals. 2 teams have left us. Tribal Esports have gone out. And the GOATs, unfortunately, with Lightbringer has also gone out as well.
My bad, guys.
All 8 teams are in it. All 8 teams are in it next week as we go to the semi-final eliminations. It goes up to 1 match against 1 person. 8 games, though, this time. First person to 4.5 points wins. And so we'll look to, join us next week, 7 o'clock at Welsh Esports channel, and we'll cover that then.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for watching, everybody.
Perfect.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.